Hey guys.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. We're here with a new edition of My Retro Life Live. And we're doing TurboGrafx games today on this Friday. Let me know if you can hear me okay, and we'll get to it. I hope you're all having a great day. Hope we might be coming in the middle of your work day. This is usually my day off, so we Megan and I stream on Fridays. Every Friday we're going to keep this going. Every Friday we'll do a new system, a new console, and just have a lot of fun with it. Share some stories, have some fun, and again, hope you guys are having a good time. I thought I'd kick things off with Bonk's Revenge, which is probably my favorite. My favorite TurboGrafx game. What was that laugh about?
Nothing.
So, let's get to it. Oh, actually, I gotta configure these controls. Oh, here, I think they're already configured, yeah. We'll start with the expert game.
Let us know where you're streaming from, or where you're watching from. We're streaming from Texas,
Yeah.
but where you're watching from. We've got Megalink, Maximum Power, Thanos.
All right.
Thanos is back in the house.
Hello, you guys.
Jacobians.
Hello, Jacobians.
I'm probably saying that wrong, aren't I? Jacobians.
Jacobians? No, I think that's kind of how he goes. He goes by that. Currently have 30 people in the house. Welcome. Thank you for watching our stream. TurboGrafx is one of my favorite consoles of all time. I need to do more content with it because I literally love the console. Like it's amazing. So many great memories and stories to tell. So let me know if you guys. We're starting again with this Bonk's Revenge. If you guys any donations automatically get your request for what game we play next right to the top of the list.
Michigan. Somebody's watching from Chicago.
Hey.
Ooh, that sounds cold.
Is it cold there? I bet it's really cold
Ooh,
there.
Both of those.
It's like super mild down here in Texas right now.
We did have a really cold week though.
And we live in South Texas.
Yeah, we live like so south. And we actually we call it Texas snow. My mom calls it Texas snow. It's when we actually have frost on the roofs and on the
Texas snow.
Yeah, so that's our Texas snow. We had some of that this week. Okay, I'm gonna call you Jacob.
Oh, okay, Jacobians. We'll call you Jacob because that's his real name. So, Beb, this game is.
He's got a big head.
Yeah, he turns into that
Looks
when
like a
he's a caveman. He looks like a butthead. I know, right? Bonk, he's such a butthead. This game was the flagship mascot game, like Sonic or Mario, of the TurboGrafx-16, which was a competitor released by NEC Electronics, and they were competing with Nintendo and Sega back in the day. And this was one of the greatest games for it. It's so colorful. It's so much fun.
Yeah, I love all the colors. It looks very springtime.
Yeah, it's fast-paced action platformer. Let me kill that guy real quick. So thank you all for watching us. Somebody from Nebraska,
I was just
I
about
see.
to say, somebody from Nebraska, Pennsylvania, Arizona. Yes, Jacob's from Arizona. Germany. Wow.
Arizona. Must be pretty hot there, actually. Well, maybe not. Maybe not this time
we
of
were
year.
really surprised when we lived in New Mexico. We had so much snow when we lived in Albuquerque.
Yeah.
I was totally off on what my expectations were of the weather there.
It depends on how far north you are. Ah, lava. The floor is lava, as Hallie would say.
Yes. Hallie's totally into the floor is lava. Somebody had a buffalo. All right. Somebody had a...
From Buffalo, New York. It must
request.
be really cold there.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, we have a $2 super chat from Rock Solid Productions. Hey, Rock Solid Productions, what's up, man? He's got a channel of his own.
Let's get dangerous.
Let's get dangerous. Darkwing Duck. Okay.
That's a good one.
Hey, sure thing.
Oh, we got...
We'll get you some
Bone
Darkwing Duck,
How
man.
about Tiger Road? Okay.
Bone CK, maybe. Tiger Road. Tiger Road's a really good one, too. It's like a Rambo / Merc style game. Uh-oh. You know, the way I play Bonk's Revenge is I just bonk everything and kill everything, and I don't try to, like, I kind of just run through it. A lot of platformers, I just love to run through them. Bone CK, thank you so much for the super chat. So Tiger Road, Darkwing Duck. Hey, Ninebreaker, got a super chat from Ninebreaker. It's payday. I'm chipping in for some Soldier Blade, he says. Okay, we'll get some Soldier Blade going on for you as well. So I'll only play this for a few more minutes, and then we'll jump into some of these requests.
Thank you guys for
Thank you so much.
requests.
And hope each and every one of you watching is having an awesome day. We have 47 people watching. What's up, guys? Hope you're doing well on this Friday. We'll do this bonus round on Bonk's Revenge, and then we'll jump into some Darkwing Duck. We're going to get dangerous.
Michael says, I can confirm Illinois is cold and thus terrible. Ugh. So sorry.
I have family in Illinois, and no, they're not. Yeah, they're in Chicago. Yeah, and it's cold there. I was there one time in the last 5 years or so.
Maximum Power wants to know, have you heard of Retro Achievements?
Oh, no. I have Retro Achievement. Yeah, Retro Achievements is a cool website where you can, like, I think you can hook it up to RetroArch, the emulator platform, and you can, like, get these cool achievements, like, installed into the ROMs, and, like, as you play the game, these achievements pop up and say, hey, like, you did this, you did that, that was awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. So we're going to jump into the first request, which was from Rock Solid Productions. Definitely check out his channel if you haven't, guys. Thank you for your donation, Rock Solid. He requested Darkwing Duck. Let's get dangerous. Got to do my Darkwing Duck impression, even though it might not be that great. But Rock Solid, you've requested a very, very, very bad game.
The shirt that we saw today at Box Lunch.
Oh, we were at Box Lunch, that's right, in the mall, and there was a Disney afternoon shirt.
It was so
we were
cool.
both so tempted to get it, but it's, I don't know, it just I didn't like the color. It was purple.
For you, it looked like
it was for a feminine cut. Yeah. Oh, we have a super chat. $1.99 donation request from Thanos. Thanos has spoken. Legend of Hirotanma. We will get that going for you as well, man. And I've got some stories with that. Just say, I can never tell which. Okay, the one that's flashing is the easy. So we'll do easy because this game's pretty hard. Darkwing Duck. This was a game that I had on TurboGrafx. I actually had this back in the day, and I wanted to like it so much because the pictures you would see in TurboZone Direct, which was the mail order house Dad and I often got the games from, the pictures of this game looked so large and colorful and like great use of color, and it looked like it would play great. Like even this is a great design. You choose your level by magnifying the villain from the series. So let's start with, I guess Megavolt was his name, yeah. But this game just doesn't play well. That is the big problem here. It visually has great graphics. It looks really great, represents the series well. Mm-hmm. But it just is the really bad control and bad music, as you can hear it. It's kind of like...
That's disappointing.
Yeah.
For such a great
franchise.
Yeah.
Well, see, now Capcom, they developed the game for the Nintendo NES, and that was great. It played like Mega Man. And that's an actually great, fantastic NES game. But yeah, Turbo, unfortunately, even the graphics look better. Like, it just does not play that great. It's slow, it's sluggish.
All right, we got people watching from North Carolina, St. Louis, San Antonio.
Welcome, guys. San Antonio, nice. Fellow Texan.
MNX wants to know, is this the original hardware or the mini?
This is actually emulation. I'm using OpenEMU, which is a platform specifically I think it's really good on Macintosh computers. So I'm playing this on my iMac. Oh my gosh, it's so sluggish. Oh yeah, Megavolt. I forget what you do here. No. There we go.
Nineburger said it snowed pretty heavy up here in Iowa. That's
I bet.
where my sister and her boyfriend want to move.
Yeah, they want to
They
move there.
love
He's from Iowa, and they want to move there. Yeah.
But funny thing is, this week we got like just a little bit of ice, and my sister was like, "I hate this." So I was thinking,
yeah,
that's not gonna go well.
Oh, that's right. You can butt stomp in this game.
Okay, I love the sound chip on the TurboGrafx. The music always had a kind of creepy feel to it.
Yeah, I can sense that in a lot of games. I know what you mean, especially like games that actually are kind of creepy, like Splatterhouse and Silent Debuggers and Alien Crush. Like they have a creepy vibe going on in them. Oh man.
So this is really cool. Rock
Here we
Solid
go.
Productions said that he actually has the NES Darkwing Disney pins. They're amazing. That is so cool.
That is cool. Those are really hard to find. I think those came in the game originally. Yeah, something like that. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Okay, come down here. But no, I can just jump up here. I ran out of my gun weapon. It's not like the NES game where you just fire the gun. Oh, I keep wasting it. There we go. Hey, we got through that part. Not bad, not bad. Oh, we have a super chat from Bone CK. Again, I think that was his second super chat, right? Oh yeah, he says just chipping an extra $3 for Tiger Road. Well, thank you, man. You didn't have to do that, but we appreciate that. Oh yeah, you gotta do like a puzzle here. You don't have to. I think you get these puzzle pieces as you play.
Oh, okay.
But you know, I didn't.
You don't have all the pieces.
Did I beat the level? I didn't beat him. Like I don't know. We'll play one more level, a little bit of one more level, and then we'll jump into. Was it Tiger Road that was next?
It is.
Yes, for Bone CK. Okay. We got a donation through Streamlabs from. Can't read that very well. Oh, Sean, $10 donation. Great stream, Tyler. Love the stream. Look forward to the next episode. Thank you, Sean. Really appreciate that.
Let us know if you have a request.
Sean, if you have a request, please let us know. We'll get on it. Okay, there we go.
I think you had a question. Let me see.
Okay.
Okay, so I think it's somebody wants to know, hey Tyler, wanted to know in some of your Christmas videos, some games are wrapped, some aren't. Is there a reason why?
Yes. The reason for that is the unwrapped presents were considered the Santa Claus presents, quote unquote. And those, I guess, my parents, we used to watch these Disney cartoons. It's a very regional thing, I think, and different families did it. Some didn't. Your family didn't do that. But traditionally, my family would leave the Santa Claus presents, that is the presents that were from Santa, unwrapped because, as depicted in an old Disney cartoon, the Silly Symphonies Disney cartoon, Santa just comes in and drops all the gifts in front of the tree for the orphans. It's like an orphanage. I don't know if you guys have seen that cartoon, but he just leaves them all out unwrapped. And so, for reasons like that, that's what it just became in my family. Santa Claus presents were unwrapped. Yeah.
Yeah, my family, though, they wrapped it and put on the label that it was from Santa Claus.
Yes, and that's what my family up in New York would do. But for some reason, this was something my mom and dad started doing, and I just, here you fall down here.
But I will say, I've adopted that from him. That was kind of an issue at first, like when we first started wrapping presents for Hallie, is I wanted them all wrapped and you wanted certain ones. Well, now I just go with it because it really does. It's easier. Because you're like, okay, I'm tired of wrapping.
Yeah, these are Santa Claus gifts. He's just going to lay them out there. Man, this is, I'm actually really impressed with the parallax scrolling here. I've forgotten about. The game isn't terrible. Like, you can play, it's playable. It's just not what you want it to be. Like, it doesn't, I don't know. It's disappointing, I guess. The controls is really what hurts it. It's not the easiest game to control. But we'll jump into some Tiger Road next for Bone CK.
So Rock Solid Productions said the pins were sold in parks only. Super cool.
Wow, that is really cool. Great request from Rock Solid Productions. Thank you, man, for your donation as well. But let's get into some Tiger Road, which was, you know, I want to say I didn't own this game. Oh, yeah, this isn't like Mercs. I said this was like Mercs. I was thinking of Last Alert. This is more like a ninja-style game. Honestly, guys, but I may have never played this game. It's a side-scroller. Okay. You know, I always like it when you guys request games I've never played that are, because then it just broadens my horizons.
Maximum Power wants to know, have you heard of the game for Turbo called Toilet Kids?
I've heard of Toilet Kids, although I don't remember what it was like. It's like a platformer. Strange, you know, name. I've heard of it. I definitely heard of it. We collected mainly for the American TurboGrafx. We didn't have any Japanese PC Engine games growing up. I don't know why that is. I think there was talk from us about getting the adapter from TurboZone Direct that would allow us to play like Bomberman 94. I remember I would see that in the catalog, and I loved Bomberman games. So we always talked about maybe getting that, and like the Street Fighter port on PC Engine was great. So, but we never did. We never got around to collecting PC Engine games.
So Jacobians wants to know, or Jacob wants to know, you ever heard of, oh, I'm going to butcher this, Octahedron? Okay. Fantastic Octahedron?
Octahedron. No, I've never, you think you got it right.
He says it's a fantastic modern platformer on the Switch or other consoles. Should check it out if you haven't already. It's what I'm working on currently.
Oh yeah, no, I've never. It's on the Switch, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll check it out. I just noticed Retrolectors is in the house. How's it going, man? Thank you for your shout out in the video you just released. Appreciate that. Really good company there, so it's so cool to be in there. I really appreciate that.
Ninebreaker says, Tyler, have you ever heard of a PC Engine CD title called Spriggan Mk2? Yeah. That was one of the first ones I finished when I started getting into Turbo.
Wow, when you die in this game, they let you know it.
That's loud.
Yeah. Yes, Spriggan I've heard of, and I think I played a ROM of it, and it's incredible. It's a shooter, I believe, right? Yeah. That I've heard about Spriggan. I definitely played it. It definitely gets a lot of hype and talk. Definitely one I'd like to dive into more. This is a really cool game. Thank you for this request, Bone CK.
Tim Burleson wants to know, he says, hello Tyler, waiting patiently for the next episode of my Retro Life. How do you feel about the PS3? If you like it, what is your favorite game on the system?
PS3 is what you said?
Yeah.
Sorry.
And if you like it, what's your favorite game on the system?
So first off, I want to say the next episode of my Retro Life should be by the end of the month. I try to get them out once a month with other content sprinkled in. And so I'm looking forward to getting that out. PS3.
Oh no.
I keep dying here. Game over. Game over, yeah. Hey, it continues. Oh, cool. They start you right there. PS3 is interesting you say that because the PS3 was the last console that we owned. So the last console Dad ever bought for me was the 360, which I talked about in the Xbox episode. But the last console Dad ever owned and bought for the home, not specifically for me because at this point I was an adult, but he bought it for himself, and it was a PlayStation 3. And Dad at this point was pretty ill. For those of you who don't know, we lost Dad to cancer back in 2007. And so he was pretty ill, and so just to kind of splurge and have fun in the midst of battling cancer, Dad bought a PlayStation 3, and it was the last console he got into. And really enjoyed it. I remember him playing some of those early launch titles on it. And specifically, there was that Duck bathtub mini game, indie game. I forget what it's called. It had a rubber ducky, and it was really cute and really fun indie game. For those of you watching the stream, if you know the name of that game, let me know. It's like Rubber Duck something. But I specifically remember him playing. It was like a Pac-Man kind of game, and it was super, super fun. But yeah, so PlayStation 3, I don't really have too many memories of, because after he passed away, I kind of started falling out of gaming. Like I totally kind of just ditched it for many years. I didn't play too many PlayStation 3 games, although I love Ghostbusters, which there's a remaster of it now on the PS4 and Switch. Ghostbusters was great. I got into that big time on PS3. Man, it's hard. Resistance, Fall of Man. Yeah, that was good. I didn't play too many PS3 games, though, honestly.
So this next question kind of goes hand in hand with that, actually. Thanos asks, what was the last game your dad bought you?
Last game he bought me? It's hard to remember what that is. I'd have to really think about it. It was probably... I'd have to look at a list of, games in 2007. But at that point, like I said, I was an adult, and so I was buying my own games at that point quite a bit. And I don't remember if there was a birthday gift that was maybe a game that year. I honestly don't remember, guys. It might have been Perfect Dark Zero, which is in the 360. It very well could have been that one. I don't remember that specifically. That was one of the last ones. But this was a cool request. Thank you, Bone CK. We're going to jump into the next one. That was great. Thank you for your donation.
Which is from Ninebreaker Soldier Blade.
Next one is from Ninebreaker. He requested us to play Soldier Blade, a great shooter.
And Shawnee Sean did
Shawnee Sean.
Maximum Suggestion. Is that right?
Here's Super Soldier Blade. Super Star Soldier. Hold on. Soldier Blade. Here's Soldier Blade. Okay. Cool. I'm sorry. What was the other one, babe? Right? What'd you say? Maximum Suggestion. Oh, Maximums. There's probably a guy named Maximum in the chat, and he's saying, "Go with Maximum Suggestion."
Oh, sorry, guys.
No, it's okay. This is a great request. Great shooter.
Oh, do Impossible.
Impossible! Oh my gosh. I had that game. I don't even remember if it's in the TurboGrafx episode, but I had that one. It was part of the Christmas haul of 97, I think, or 98, 96, something like that. Oh, man. Thank you all for being here. We got 63 people in the chat right now.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Okay.
Oh, I love the music. See, that's great music.
This is much better than the last game. For some reason, the last game, that one level was like...
The Tiger Road?
Yeah.
Yeah. I liked it. I like Tiger Road, but this is immediately better. Plays better, looks better.
Needles asks, he says, as a huge toy collector, I love your episodes that cover the real Ghostbusters. Anything on the horizon covering, what are these? TMNT. What is that called?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, yeah.
Or was that not something you were into as a kid?
I know, I've been saving it, man. I'm glad you asked that. I've been saving the footage I have of that. I have a lot of Turtles footage that I plan on turning into a My Retro Life episode, a main series episode of My Retro Life. So that'll be coming this year, for sure. Because I've been holding on to that too long. Need to get it out. No, I definitely was a big Turtles fan.
Oh, we have another...
Super chat from Rock Solid. He says, more Darkwing. Tyler must suffer. LOL. No! But we will oblige. We will oblige because you're so kind, my friend. Thank you for your $2 donation. For that, you will get some more Darkwing. I'll play a different level.
Okay. Oh, Leah wants to know, what is your favorite game for Super Nintendo?
Man, that's a tough one, but I honestly, my go-to, since I've gotten older too, and as I've grown up through the years, Super Castlevania 4 is probably number one for me. It's just, Castlevania is one of my favorite series, and I really am going to let you guys know that. I plan on doing a lot more Castlevania content, because I didn't do it a lot in the past, and I think the reason I didn't tackle Castlevania stuff was because I was like, I can't go there. It's my favorite series. I can't even like begin to try to do a video on it. But I'm opening up to that. In fact, the next My Retro Life episode this month is going to be Castlevania. So should be good.
You should re-release that thing that you did, the Castlevania.
Oh, the movie?
Fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I did like a short film on Master of Darkness, which was a Castlevania clone. And so that I'll probably re-release that around Halloween. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Oh, we have a super chat from. Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Super chat from Needles. Needles. He says thank you. Well, thank you is a $10 donation via super chat. Thanks, man.
Let us know if you have a game. And Thanos, I saw your comment. Yes, I have them all written down, and you are next on the list, so we will be playing that next.
What did Thanos request?
He requested Legend of Hero.
Legend of Hero Tanma.
Thank you for finishing.
We didn't own this game, Soldier Blade. We had Superstar Soldier, but this is fantastic. This one. I wish we had owned this back in the day. Would have loved playing it.
AG's Game Room said, do you still have most of your collection that you had as a kid, or did you sell most of it off and got into collecting them again?
Sold them and starting to get back into collecting, but mainly newer stuff with our daughter Hallie. Switch games, 3DS. Now we actually did acquire a PlayStation 5, the disc model. So we're going to start probably doing some videos and maybe some streaming of PS5 and stuff like that. But sold the collection. I need to get to doing that video because we get asked all the time, hey, where's your childhood collection? What happened? And so I need to do a video about...
regulars probably have heard that story so many times. The math guy wants to know, who is your favorite YouTuber?
My favorite YouTuber, wow. I consistently love Joe Redifer's stuff with GameSack. That channel, that series has always inspired me. It's always been great. So he's right up there near the top. And then, of course, my buddy Riff over at Pixel Game Squad, which I was a part of the channel. Still kind of am. We're buddies, so we'll always kind of be involved with Pixel Game Squad. There's so many. I used to watch a lot of my friends over at My Life in Gaming. I have so much that I need to watch from them, catch up on. My buddy Michael B. the Game Genie, Media Glitch, Joel Valleys, and I have a lot of friends.
Joel! Well, I love Joel because we spent a lot of time with Joel.
Yeah, when we lived in Albuquerque. So I have a lot of friends that are YouTubers, and I enjoy their content. I love Sega Lord X. I don't know him, but Sega Lord X has become one of my favorite YouTubers these days. I'm sure you guys, if you don't, Sega Lord X, man, the amount of content he puts out, it blows my mind, and quality content. So definitely check him out.
Jacobians once says, speaking of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, getting the film on Laserdisc was something I didn't expect. Okay. Any memories of watching or playing?
Hold on, let's rock out to this song. This song sounds amazing. I'll answer that question right after this. This is a great song. I'm totally feeling this. Yeah, listen to that. It's got some incredible bass going on. Wow. This is a great track I've never heard. And I love video game music, for those of you who don't realize that at this point. I love it.
Okay. So Rock Solid changed his suggestion, or his request.
Wait, listen to this chord progression. It's different, it's changing. It's becoming more positive and... Okay, now it's repeating. Okay, this is a solid track. I've got to remember this song and this soundtrack and this game. This game is incredible. I never played this game until today. I played Superstar Soldier. Thank you for this request. That was super cool. Great request from Who was that from?
Ninebreaker.
Ninebreaker. Great.
Now Thanos.
All right, we got one coming up for Thanos for his, I believe, $2 donation. Thanks, man. This is Impossible, right?
No. Legend of Hero.
Oh, Legend of Hero Tanma.
Yeah.
Yes. We got a Streamlabs $50 donation. My goodness, from Little One Sings. Wow, thank you so much. He says, yo, he says, have a great Friday. Rest in peace, Eddie Van Halen. Yes. What's your favorite Van Halen song? Probably Eruption. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I haven't listened to like a lot of Van Halen. I respect Van Halen incredibly for what they contributed to rock music, because I love rock and roll. But I need to, please tell me what's your favorite Van Halen album, because I need to actually open my mind and ears up to Van Halen. But a friend of mine back in middle school loved Van Halen, and I'll never forget, we would sit in the back of the classroom, and he would bring we had our little portable CD players, and he would play Van Halen for me. And he immediately, one of the first things he showed me was Eruption by Van Halen, and it was incredible, like the guitar work of Eddie Van Halen. I mean, the guy was a legend.
Yeah.
And so it's super sad that he's gone now. But yeah, that's an answer to your question. And thank you again so much for the donation, Little One Sings. My goodness. Legend of Hero Tanma. Yes, if you have a request.
And Needles, I was looking for a request from you. So if you have one, let me know as well. I gotta get one at Hawaii.
Oh, okay.
But it's okay. I mean, you can keep one.
Okay. Legend of Hero Tanma. Is this for Thanos?
Yes.
This is a fun port of an arcade game by Irem. And it is the rarest Hue card besides Magical Chase in the TurboGrafx library. And if you guys have seen my video, which is over on Pixel Game Squad, about rare games Dad and I collected, this was one of them. And it's insane. This game goes for like $600.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I like this, though.
It's a great game. It's a really great arcade style, kind of like got a Roman Greek vibe going on.
Oh, you never answered the question about if you had any memories watching Laserdisc or playing.
Oh yeah, Laserdisc. So Dad collected Laserdisc. He was a big fan of video technology, videophile, and he what's it called? Had Laserdisc, and we there's an episode of my Retro Life, I forget which one it is, but at the end, you know how I always put like a little clip at the end that maybe just doesn't pertain. It's like a little clip in the credits. There's a clip of us getting Ninja Turtles on Laserdisc, the movie, the 1990 film, and it's a clip of me opening it. And it's so much fun. And yeah, so we loved Laserdisc. I mean, I watched so many films on Laserdisc. The one I can remember watching the most was probably like, it's probably something like Ewok Adventure, or Care Bears the movie or something like that, I used to watch those cartoons all the time. And Ewok Adventure, of course, the live action made for TV movie.
So you have a question from Italian Polak 1. He said, hey Tyler, I enjoyed your Shenmue/Dreamcast video so much that I decided to play the Shenmue Hd Collection on Xbox One. Sweet. I was wondering, what do you think is better, Shenmue 1 or 2?
Probably... Oh. This is one of those games where if you lose your power-ups, you're in trouble. Probably Shenmue 1, just because of some of that nostalgia factor that comes with that one. The first time ever playing Shenmue, those first impressions, this big open world, going to that arcade and playing Sega games, and you're supposed to be like this, this guy in 1986 avenging your father's death, but you're living in this world of, living in Japan, which was so cool. So Shenmue just was such a game changer that I think the first Shenmue, I love the second Shenmue, but the first one had a bigger impact on me, I'd say.
Manny is in the house.
Hey, cousin Manny's in the house. Everybody say hi to, I think his moniker is Dead Stanley.
Yeah. He wants to know if you can play Hardhead.
Hardhead, oh man. There's a whole My Retro Life about that one coming way down the pipeline. Might be one of the last episodes. Oh man, this guy. Oh man, these bugs. Manny, I don't have it set up for MAME arcade ROMs right now, so I can't play Hardhead. But next time I will. I'm gonna set it. We'll do a stream one day where it's specifically for arcade games, and we'll get some Hardhead going on there.
So we were corrected. We have we've been saying Little One Sings. It's Little Tone Sings.
Little Tone Sings. Sorry, man. We won't forget
that
next time. Little Tone Sings.
Okay, so Funko Guy 129 says, "Hey Tyler, just wondering if you're still into the Offspring from the Dreamcast video. Also, the PS3 duck game is Super Rub-a-Dub. It's Super Rub-a-Dub.
Super Rub-a-Dub. Okay, yeah. That sounds very familiar. Thanks for letting me know. Oh, no. Game over. Couldn't get past the first level.
Just so you know, I gotta get going.
Okay. Megan's got to pick up her daughter from school.
It's continued, and then he changed.
Oh, Roxall changed it to Galaga? Okay.
99.
Cool. Well, thanks, babe. And I'll do my best to keep up with you guys in the chat.
Needles said no request for me. Just wanted to show my support and appreciation.
Well, thank you so much, Needles. Needles. It sounds like the guy that Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers played in Back to the Future 2. Marty McFly's boss that fires him. No, Needles, no! Can't be fired, no!
Okay, so I'm going to go pick up Hallie. Thanks for watching,
everybody say bye to Megan.
I might be back before, I don't know.
Yeah,
who knows?
Might still be streaming.
Hallie might come in here, so hope you guys have a great weekend, though.
Yeah. We got a donation from, Super Chat donation from Thanos. Another recommendation, Magical Chase. Okay, I'll get it on the list. And bear with me, guys, as Megan will not be here to help with communicating with everybody, but I definitely want to make sure, I'm playing the games and communicating because I love talking with you guys. Magical Chase. All right. Well, let's jump into some Impossible for Shawnee Sean. Shawnee Sean. Marky Mark. Shawnee Sean. This is for his donation. Thanks, man. Let's do it to it. Impossible. Okay. And, somebody asked about Offspring. I don't really listen to them anymore, but back in those days, absolutely did. Oh, this is one of those soundtracks that has that weird, European video game. A lot of Euro video games use this weird, and I don't like that. I don't like that, actually. But it doesn't sound too bad. Actually, this music kind of sounds like a Tim Fallon soundtrack. If you know who Tim Fallon is, he did the music for, Silver Surfer and on the NES. So Impossible is not the best game. It's not bad either. I just remember... Oh, gosh. Was this an Amiga title? Somebody maybe let me know in the chat. Was this originally on an Amiga computers? We got to get Manny in on a stream one of these days. We keep talking about it. Manny and Mikey can all stream for you guys. Oh, Impossible. This was definitely one that I got with... I think I got this the same year I got Legend of Hero Tanma. Or maybe it was the next year. Dad used to order Turbo games all from TurboZone Direct. Very few Turbo games we actually bought in the store. I need to tell the story, and I'll probably make a video about it, telling the story of how we got into TurboGrafx, because what the footage doesn't show, and what I really didn't jump into more on, was those early days of how I was introduced to this system from my friend who lived across the street, Chris. He's mentioned in the episode, but I want to dive more into those early days, specifically about how we actually bought the system on clearance before what you see in the video. and I didn't talk about it because I didn't have any footage of it, and I don't know. I think today that was an earlier episode, and I would make the episodes different today. I would actually probably include more details today, make them a little longer. But we actually owned the TurboGrafx-16, not the CD unit, but we owned it for a brief period of time because we found it on clearance at an Auchan hypermarket, which I don't know if you guys remember Auchan hypermarket, but in Houston where I grew up, that was a big, giant supermarket, which they called them hypermarkets back then because they did more than just sell food, and I don't know, hypermarket was a trendy thing back then. But we found a TurboGrafx there discounted, and my friend owned one. There were some great games I had played, but we bought the TurboGrafx and took it home, and we bought one other game for it. One other game. It was also on clearance at this hypermarket. It was called Night Creatures. A game called Night Creatures. Horrible game. Absolutely terrible game. It left such a bad impression and bad taste in our mouth that Dad returned the game and the system. We decided, he talked to me, he said, look, I don't know about this console. Like, he was a Sega guy. He didn't know much about Turbo. And Night Creatures was his first impression. And we made a decision to return it because of that game. And as the months went by, and maybe another year even, we started realizing, wait, that was just one bad game. And that there are actually many incredible games on the Turbo that that we should get it again. And that's when Dad started researching it in magazines about the Turbo Duo and the CD attachment and all this stuff. And so that's the longer story that I never told, but I definitely need to make a video detailing that some more. Ooh, burp. Yeah, he eats those guys. Oh, this is one of these. Okay. Oh, man. All right. I bet this game was on the Amiga. Mole Train, he's out of here. I think he said bye. He's leaving. Thanks for stopping by the chat, man. I'm going to try to read some of your... well, maybe they're saying bye to Megan, actually. Jacobians, I could take notes for you if you want, Tyler. Appreciate that, man. It's all right. I'll try to manage. Typically, we would have started the stream earlier, and Megan would have been able to help longer. Oh, man. Some cool stuff. Ouch, Night Creatures. I know. It is abysmal, Thanos. It is a really bad game. Oh, okay. How do I use that gun? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, this is better. This is better than Night Creatures. Anything's better than Night Creatures. Ooh, okay. You know, this is one of those games, you know, I don't really like this game. I never did. We owned it. I couldn't really get into it. It's just one of these games where you get hit so many times, like exactly like I'm experiencing. It's not a bad game per se, but, oh, find the scroll. Okay, there's the scroll. Got it. 3 skulls. Yeah, you have to kind of, it's like you have to go around the level and find the different items before you can beat the level. It's not a bad game, but it's not one I necessarily enjoy a lot. You know, it's just one of those things. I don't, rock solid, I do not own a TurboGrafx anymore. I need to pick up the Mini, though. I really need to pick that up, just to say, you know, I have it. I'd much rather play the Turbo games again on there than emulate them. But, yeah, rock solid. I sold my collection a long time ago, like 2.5 years ago. And I need to do a whole video on that. Oh no, I'm dying here. I'm dying. Get out of my way, guys. Okay. Maybe we get through this level, and then we'll switch to the next game. Can I go underneath? Okay. What was your dad's policy on modding your disc-based games to play import pirated games? We did that for the... So we used Action Replay on the Sega Saturn. we used a honeybee adapter on the Super Nintendo to play Super Famicom games. We would do the disc switch trick on PlayStation 1, which was really hard. We used that little piece of tape and put it over the sensor and all that. Oh my gosh, it was so hard to play. But we had a few import PlayStation games. That was pretty much it. We never modded any systems. We had a Japanese Dreamcast, and then we bought an American Dreamcast. We literally had 2 Dreamcasts at one point that we would switch back and forth between. Until people started coming out with the action replay and stuff like that, and the disc switch trick. Look at this. I'm getting hit left and right. And it's so hard to avoid, because that's the problem too. This is one of those games where the scrolling happens when you're in the left or right side of the screen, and it should be the other way around. It should be, see? You're always putting yourself in harm's way. Music's pretty cool, actually, in this game. Oh no, I'm missing a scroll. This is the ending. Okay, I gotta go back and find one. Okay. I'm thankful for this recommendation, even though I don't care for the game too much. It's fun kind of playing it again after all these years. Because like I said, I did own it. It was one I didn't play a lot of because I didn't like it too much. Do you guys know who did the music for this game? Greetings from Brazil. What's up, Moises? Moises? I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. I'm butchering it, probably. Thank you for watching from Brazil. Oh no. There's a way you can fly in this game, if I remember correctly. You pause it. Oh, there you go. Select. Gets the bubble gun out. Okay, I might be stuck, guys, because I didn't grab the scroll when I should have. Alright, well, I gave it kind of a fair shake. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next game. Thank you for that, Shawnee Sean. Let's move on to Rock Solid's next request, which I'm very thankful he changed from Darkwing Duck again to Galaga 90. Galaga 90, here we go, man. He changed it from a game that I really don't like to a game that is one of my favorite TurboGrafx games of all time. Oh, hey, what's up, Milky? Watching from Sweden. Greetings from Cornwall. Cornwall, where's Cornwall? Is that in Texas? Is that a town in Texas? Yeah, where's everybody watching from? I'd love to get a new update on where everybody's watching from. And thank you for watching. We have 76 people in the stream right now. We've been playing some cool TurboGrafx games, and the next recommendation comes from Rock Solid, his second recommendation and donation. Thanks again, man, for that. Galaga 90, one of my top 5 favorite TurboGrafx games. And this was one of the first games I ever played on the Turbo, and I played it at my buddy's house, my buddy Chris across the street owned TurboGrafx. That's how I got introduced to the system. He had this, and he had Bonk's Revenge and Military Madness, which his dad played Military Madness like crazy. And this was a game that we would play. I have memories of playing this game late at night with his family. You know, his sister, his mom, his dad. And I'm the neighbor kid across the street. I'm at his house. And we're all gathered around. I think I'd stayed over for dinner. And we're all gathered around the TV playing Galaga 90. Those are the memories, man. Those are the days when you see, and that's the thing, and that's what I try to get across in my series and in my content, is that, look, it's these games, obviously we love them, and it's about these games, but it's not about these games at the same time. These games were the conduit. These games were the thing that helped us share the memories with the people that we cared about. It could be a brother, it could be a sister, it could be a neighbor and their family, but these games were that way, or cousins, like my cousins in New York. These games were the way we like bonded over these games. We talked about these games even after we played them. We would talk about them on the schoolyard. It was this way of communicating with other people and forging relationships That's what it was all about, and that's what I try to get across in the series. Retroverk, hi Tyler, your videos have touched me. Thank you. Greetings from Norway. Thank you for watching from Norway. Really appreciate it, man. I can't get to all the comments, but thank you guys. Oh no, I should have picked Duel. I usually pick Duel. We'll get far into it without picking Duel. Hey, Jay from NES Addict is in the house. What's up, Jay? Thanks for joining the stream, man. We got 70 people watching right now. Thank you all for watching on this Friday afternoon. I might get into the zone a little bit with this one. This, like I said, one of my favorite games. An excellent arcade port. The game was called Galaga 88 in the arcades. And then when it got ported... Oh, I shouldn't have killed him. When it got ported to the Turbo, they called it Galaga 90 to represent the year it came out. I love those fireworks. Now here's the trick, guys, for those of you who never played Galaga before. You let these guys capture you, steal a life, and then when they come down, you attack, and you get not only points, but you power up your ship. And what's cool about Galaga 90 is you could do a triple ship, which turns your ship into a big ship. Now, since there's only one of these left, I don't think he's going to actually do it, so we're going to have to get to the next level. Gotta hold on, let's see if I can pause it. There we go. I got a super chat from Thanos. Thank you again for $1.99 donation. He says, "Hey Tyler, I owned a sealed copy of Galaga 90. You owned it, or you still currently own it? Because man, that would be so cool if you currently own a sealed copy of Galaga 90. I would keep it sealed and just look at it and admire it. That's really cool, man. Let me know we got another request from you coming up, Magical Chase, but let me know if you have another request. Donations always get that next game request. Okay, let's keep that guy alive. Because we want him to come down and capture our guys. Here we go. Capture me, baby. The only game where you sacrifice a life for the greater cause. Now, this is where it gets tricky, because if I die here, it's game over. Oh, I missed the $. There we go. Jorge says, "What are you going to upload next?" Only paid $40 for that Galaga 90? Wow, that's great, Thanos. The next upload will be a review. I believe it's going to be the review of this portable from Anbernic Software. Sent me, their Chinese company. They sent me a emulation, or not? Yeah, I guess they're emulating it. You know, one of these portable emulator consoles that are big in China right now. They sent me a review copy, and so I'm gonna give it a review, give it a once over. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool device, I can tell you now. And so that'll be the next upload, and then after that, we got the next My Retro Life coming episode, which is all on Castlevania, and specifically Manny's quest to beat Castlevania 3. Don't want to give away too much. And then I'll probably do an episode on Phantasy Star Online. I'm going to be doing an episode sharing my memories with that amazing game. Unfortunately, I don't have any footage of playing it when I was younger. But I have the memories, and the game's coming up on its 20th anniversary. Phantasy Star Online is 20 years old, guys. What the deal? What's going on? We're getting old. What's going on? I'm going to be 35 this year. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was a mistake. Got an extra life, though. So the cycle begins again. One of my favorite games of all time is Dynamite Headdy for the Genesis, says Emil. Did you like that game? I love Dynamite Headdy. Love, love, love it. Rodrigo says, I'm a big, big fan from Brazil. Hey, what's up, Rodrigo? Thank you for watching. I love these bonus stages with the songs. The dancing bug ships. Icarus Kid says, biggest regret was selling my North American copy of Jack Brothers on Virtual Boy 10 years ago for $80. Oh no, man. I sold it too. I had one too. I had a Jack Brothers opened, but mint, brand new. I used to play it back on Virtual Boy. I sold it for like $300. Super rare game. Got a super chat from Pixel Citizen I see coming in. I'll read it in a second, Pixel Chat. There we go. Pixel Chat, $10 donation. Thank you, man. It says, hey there, just out of curiosity, what was your dad's viewpoint on the video game crash of '83 when it happened? Also, may I recommend Splatterhouse? Yes, you can. We'll play some Splatterhouse. Let me write that down. So, Dad, you know, he used to know about, he knew about the fabled, you know, E.T. cartridge and was very aware of it. And really video games, you can see it even in my family and the home video footage and stuff. Like Dad, because of the crash, I think had really kind of lost focus on video games and gaming. I think like a lot of people thought it was a fad. It was going to become this fad. And so Dad would talk about those days and say, yeah, it was this crash. Nobody wanted anything to do with video games. He was like, people in the news would say it was a fad. It was over. And so he himself kind of like lost touch with it until Nintendo came out. And my cousin, Manny, got a Nintendo. And there was big hype and talk about Nintendo because Nintendo debuted in Manhattan in New York City, and Dad was from New York. And he lived in Long Island and lived in the city for a good portion too of his life. And specifically, the rollout of the original Nintendo was in Manhattan. I think was like the first place it debuted. And a buddy of his bought a Nintendo like day one in Manhattan and would hype it up for him. And so he knew about it because of that. And then all of a sudden my cousin a few years later got it. And so he didn't buy it himself, but by the time I was of age, like 3 years old, Dad was like, okay, I used to play Nintendo at my neighbor's house and I loved it at my cousin's house too. And so he's like, okay, we're going to buy a console. Now there's a funnier, longer story there, actually, that he bought the Sega Master System first and then returned it to get a Nintendo because Sega said that they were he called Sega because he noticed it was kind of like on sale on clearance, and he called Sega and Sega said, yeah, we're discontinuing it. We're gonna get the Genesis going. You know, we're gonna start focusing on that. So he ended up returning the Sega Master System that he bought me for Christmas in '89, and he got me instead the Nintendo. And the rest, as they say, is history. Let's get to the end of this level, and then we'll jump into the next request, which is what is the next one? I'll figure it out. And Needles, please let me know if there was another. Yeah, your name is written down here with no game. Thank you for your donation. If you do have a game you want to request, please let me know and we'll get to it. Rock Solid says, did you have a test market NES? My local store had one for sale. I do want it. No. But like I said, my friends, my dad's friend that lived in the city, he had a test market NES. Okay, funny story. You guys are going to find this crazy. So this friend of Dad's, I wish I could get in touch with him, and I think I've mentioned it to him before on Instant Messenger, but he really doesn't talk to me as much anymore. And I think it's just a world he's left behind. But the friend I just mentioned that bought the test market NES, he went on to direct a lot of Sega commercials. So Dad was in the film industry, and Dad was an independent filmmaker, and thus his friends and people he was closest with and good buddies were also filmmakers. So this guy's name is Stelio. That guy who bought the Test Market NES back when it first came out and introduced it to Dad, he went on to direct Sega commercials. He helped create the Sega Scream. Like, he didn't create it, but he was a part of that team of people that like did those first commercials, which is so cool. And I don't know him much these days, and I've actually asked him, hey man, I'd love to interview you and talk to you about those days. But I used to get tapes in the mail when I was a kid. I used to get tapes in the mail, demo reel from Stelio of all these Sega commercials and video game commercials. He was actively he made video game commercials. That was like something he did for a while. I remember Princess Tomato was one of them. The NES game, Princess Tomato in the Salad Kingdom. He made the commercial for that game. He did the X-Men Sega Genesis commercial, the famous Sega Genesis commercial for X-Men, a bunch of others. And so, it's super. I wish I could get back in touch with him. I will do my best to continue to hound him and say, Stelio, let me interview you, because that would be so cool. Question from Icarus Kid. Do you still occasionally collect the old retro games, or have you stopped completely after selling your entire collection? No. So the old games, I've kind of stopped for the most part. I keep saying to myself, at some point I'm gonna start collecting them here and there, and I think when I do, I'm gonna do like boxed NES games. At least not the really expensive ones, but some of the cheaper ones, that are favorites of mine. I'm gonna start like collecting those boxed, complete, because that's something I always wanted to do, but I had a loose collection. Never had like a CIB collection, and something about holding NES games in the cardboard that's been well kept. It's just awesome. Like, that was my original system, so I definitely want to start doing that, and also showing Hallie that, my daughter, showing her like what it was like. But let's move into the next game. Thank you for that, Rock Solid, Galaga 99 or Galaga 90. Next one is Magical Chase from Little Tone Sings. Request for Little Tone Sings. Thank you for your donation. That was a very generous donation. So let's jump right into Magical Chase, which is, we're talking about rare games and stuff. This is one of the rarest games of all time. So Magical Chase, I never owned. I held it once at a convention. But this is a game that I always would see in the TurboZone Direct catalog, and I always would ask Dad, okay, when you're going to buy new games, ask them if they have Magical Chase. Ask them. I can't tell you how many times we asked TurboZone Direct if they had Magical Chase. And every time the answer was no. Hey, here's Hallie's back from school. Say hi.
Hi.
She's back. She just got back from school. We're doing a stream here. We're playing TurboGrafx games.
Can I be in it?
Yeah, you can be in the stream. There is a game coming up that I don't want you seeing that's too violent. But not this one. You can watch this one.
Oh, that's why you have the other chair here?
Well, Mommy was here helping me. You want to come back into the stream, babe?
Sure. How's it going?
Going good.
Okay.
We're playing Magical Chase.
Oh,
Which was a really cool. This game is worth over $1,000.
Oh my goodness.
If not more. I never owned this one.
Wow.
Never owned this one. But we got 85 people watching.
Awesome. Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. And maybe you can help me with some of the questions. It's been hard keeping up. I've been trying to do my best.
Thanos says, hi, Hallie.
Hi, I just got back from school.
Mm-hmm. Oh, let's see if I can get into my phone.
This is such a colorful, great shooter. Always wanted to own it. Oh, I got into the shop, Hallie. What should I buy? Heart? Should I buy...
Is there a full heart?
This will give me more hearts for my life gauge.
Get heart.
Okay. Okay, it's a spell that I can use.
Okay.
Okay. This pumpkin man sold me it. Great music. Look at this boss. It's like a mini boss. Whoa! Almost got me.
So Jacob asked, ever gonna make a video about all the terrible games you encounter in your retro life?
Yeah, I got to. I should, shouldn't I? You guys want to see something like that? I'll do it.
Rock Solid asked, did you have a test market NES? My local store had one for sale. I do want it.
I actually answered that one.
Okay.
Yeah. And the answer was no, but I went on this big thing about how Dad's friend, Stelio, who's a good friend and fellow filmmaker, he had a test market NES. That's how Dad was introduced to it.
Yeah, take those shoes
He
off.
bought it in Manhattan when it first came out in the test market. Incredibly rare to own that now.
Hallie's shoes are coming off. The comfort zone
Oh
is
my
about
goodness.
to elevate.
Getting comfy here. What a great shooter.
Icarus Kid asked, do you still occasionally collect the odd retro game?
I did answer that one
Okay.
too. Put those socks away.
The sock was on Daddy.
Yeah. Go ahead and put that sock away.
That's stinky.
Oh my goodness.
Grossy.
We have a $1.99 donation from Thanos. Super chat. He says a copy of this just sold for $11,000. This game. It must have been sealed or like complete copy or something.
Goodness.
Oh my goodness! Wow. Here's the boss I'm fighting, Hallie. Looks like the Tin Man from Wizard of Oz.
Yes, the whole retro family is here. That's funny.
I paused it because I'm trying to use my spell to get my life back. How do I? Oh no! I just reset the game. Sorry, guys. I'll keep playing it though because this was definitely a good donation request from Little Tone Sings.
So Jimmy Dean, I love the handle by the way. Jimmy Dean asks, Tyler, is Bowser's Fury gonna be a physical game or just downloaded?
Bowser's Fury will get physical. We'll get it when we get that. We'll get a physical version. Yeah, we're all about the physical collecting. You kidding me? I've been collecting games since I was 8 years old or 6, whatever. And now Hallie collects with me. And even her mom's getting in on the act.
You guys, I wanted
Daddy,
to buy.
what level are you on, Daddy?
I had to restart the game. Well, I accidentally restarted the game.
I wanted to buy at Box Lunch today. They had a
And Box Lunch is like a pop culture type of store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they had an Animal Crossing shirt, and that's the first time I've ever wanted to buy a
video game
related.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, we're back in the shop. Let's buy this thing. Medicine. Let's buy speed up. There we go. Faster, feather fast. Oh.
Oh, she wants to play something that's 2-player. Do you have anything that's
Oh,
2-player?
2-player? Well, we have one other request after this one. Hey, Slopes Game Room in the house. Thanks. Hey, what's up? Here's my friend Daniel's watching. What's up, man? Oi, oi, peeps. He says, hope you are well. We are well. We
you
are
wanna go
well,
get
my
your
friend.
Switch? Is that what you're saying?
I want to bring you in here.
Okay, go
Sure,
ahead.
you can, baby. Hallie's going to go get her Switch.
There's a fly in my nose.
Daniel from Slopes Game Room. Of course, you guys, I'm sure you know Slopes. He's one of my favorite channels. We were talking about favorite channels earlier. He's one of my favorites, and he's a friend of the show.
Jacob said, if you're gonna stream 3D World and Bowser's Fury, hope I can take part if there's any online multiplayer.
Oh, that would be cool, yeah. Man, I can't wait to see like all the details on that game. Yeah, Hallie already is going nuts.
Yeah.
You guys saw the video I put out the other day of Hallie's reaction to the gameplay trailer. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. It's the latest video we put out, and she's super excited for it.
You gotta come over this way more towards Daddy so they can see you. Here.
I love this music.
I got my Nintendo.
So happy. You know what this also reminds me of?
Switch. What game are you
Oh,
gonna
there's
play?
her Switch.
Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing. Mommy's sweet.
You wanna play it with me?
I got into Animal Crossing big when we first got it,
Dad,
but
doing-
they have taken over.
Yeah.
They play it now.
Majorly.
Well, this was great. We do have a request for Splatterhouse coming up next, which is a game I don't want Hallie seeing. So, let's see. Hallie, if you want...
She's gonna. You want to sit down here and play your game while Daddy plays this one? Then you can come back up. Okay?
Yeah, there we go. Just play it right down there, sugar. Game over. Oh, it's so sad. All right, let's jump into some Splatterhouse for, I think it was Thanos with his donation. Thanks, man. Again. Got 72 people in the house. Welcome. Splatterhouse. I think I played this. No, not the Turbo games. I don't think we played the Genesis version, I think, or something on a recent stream. This game used to scare me when I was a kid. Great game, though. One of the best on the Turbo.
Ooh,
It's a
spooky.
spooky game. You fight monsters. It was very notorious for being bloody back then in '89, whenever it came out. Yes, Daniel says we collaborated way back when, chatting about Sega Swirl. That's right. Back when George was a co-host on the channel, on the old channel, my iRetro Gamer, we collaborated with Daniel from Slope's Game Room. He's got a really great channel. He's over in the UK.
Oh, fun!
Where do you live in the UK, Daniel? Like what area? Because Megan actually lived there for a year, so it'd be interesting if
Sheffield.
she was in Sheffield. Yeah, if you couldn't hear that, I'm just not going to repeat everything you say.
Bryce Thompson wants to know: will the original season of My Retro Life be included on the Blu-ray?
So the Blu-ray is going to be, yes, it's going to, I haven't decided yet. I'm going to probably break up the Blu-ray into 2 Blu-rays. One volume and then a volume 2. It'll be a 2-volume set that has the whole series on it once the whole series is done. And it's going to have some bonus content on it, some extra videos and stuff like that. But that first volume will come out this year, for sure.
So apparently Thanos did not request Splatterhouse. He said that was somebody else.
Oh, okay.
He recommended Magical Chase.
Oh, okay, we did that before that. Look at this. This is so like gory and like bloody and creepy. Look at that like hanging thing up there. And
is that like an alien? Supposed to be like an alien?
and like a demon doll or something. Yeah, it's weird. This is not nearly as bad as the third game on the Genesis. Used to really creep me out. This is still creepy.
The character that you're playing as.
Here, watch what happens. It pops out of it. Like,
oh yeah.
And so if your life is low, and I got hit, and that could be like the final blow to you if you're not careful. Splatterhouse. So the whole story in Splatterhouse is that it's like this mask has possessed you, and you're going through the house because demons have kidnapped your family or your fiance. And the first game is your fiance, and so you're going through this big mansion, which apparently has a dungeon, and this was so gory back then. This was unheard of kind of violence and gore. In like 89, 88 when the game first came out in arcades.
You can see their like legs dislocate when you hit it. So yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, and then the third game has a lot of more blood in it too. Like it's like red blood, not like this stuff.
So you had a question from Jacob. He said, if you don't mind me asking, as a parent, how will you introduce your daughter to the more mature games? Do you follow the rating system or have your own sort of policy?
Kind of my own policy. I think I'm going to do a lot of what my dad would do with movies back in the day, and that's kind of screen them beforehand and get a sense for if I feel, and of course we'll talk it over as a family, like Megan and I, and just decide, hey, is this a game that Hallie can kind of handle? That's what we did with Hyrule Warriors. Was I gauged and saw the reviews, and even though there's a lot of action and fighting in that game, there's no gore, there's no blood, and so it's nothing nightmarish that's going to really scare her. Or that's kind of how I look at it. When she's too little, in my opinion, and just my own convictions, she's too little to take on a game that's got like tons of violence and stuff in it, and gore.
I think it also kind of depends on the child and what their maturity level is. So
totally.
It depends, but...
Oh, see, this used to scare me. Listen to that music. And so the whole room is like haunted. And you just have to survive it. And that music would scare me as a kid.
Oh, so you just have to be able to hang in the room.
Yeah, and you got to kick the chair. Yeah. It's like a poltergeist happening, basically. It's kind of like that scene in Poltergeist. And they walk into the room and
Oh, no.
Oh, the knives. Oh, got me.
Hey, Daddy.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
What's your idea?
What about stream me, a live stream me, and you doing Hyrule Warriors?
Oh, Hallie wants to stream Hyrule Warriors. Well, we'll have to maybe look into that because it's we have to use a different capture card and stuff to do that. But we could do that, Sugar. We could. Maybe another day.
KDO says, big fan of your channel, love from Jamaica. That's awesome.
Thank you for watching from Jamaica. I'm fighting these. How does he kick these knives? That's what I want to know.
Oh my.
You gotta fight the painting, the eye, and then this thing falls on you.
Ooh.
Oh, see, the ghost left. That's so cool. Like the storytelling, and that could fall on you and kill you if you're not careful. Like this was so Splatterhouse, such a good game. These like demon dogs now. Super chat from Thanos. One more recommendation: World Sports Competition. Okay, we'll write that down. Thank you, Thanos.
Here, you want me to write it down?
Sure. Thank you. We'll play a little bit more Splatterhouse, and then we'll jump into whatever was next.
Splatterhouse, yeah, you did that one. Okay, so I guess Thanos is next, unless there was somebody before that.
I don't think we ever did. Did Needles ever write in the chat what he wanted? There were some people that gave donations that didn't actually say anything.
Okay. Bear with me. I'm gonna scroll up and see.
Oh no! I forgot about this evil hand that just pulls you down, and now you're into this part. This is hard.
Okay, so you did Pixel Citizen. He was the last one, and that was Splatterhouse.
That was Splatterhouse, yeah.
So, okay.
Great recommendation, Pixel Citizen.
Jimmy Dean, I read your comment. I'm so glad that Tyler's videos are helping you. It's helping him get through some depression. And stuff.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. I'm really glad to hear that, too. The world could use a whole lot more positivity. That is for sure. So if we're able to do that through the content.
Through playing this violent game.
Through playing this, yeah, exactly right. Splatterhouse. The world could use so much more positivity and hopeful things. Let's play Splatterhouse.
Hey, whatever floats your boat, right?
Hey, this is a game about killing demons.
Said, my wife went to university in Sheffield, so I spent a lot of time for a few years in Sheffield. Awesome.
Look at this guy, scary. Oh no, one more hit and I'm gone. Oh, he got me.
Oh no, that's awful that you live where there's the highest COVID cases. I have not heard of that area.
Sorry to hear that. Hopefully you didn't catch it.
Oh, wow. Slopes is about 10 to 15. I'm sorry, what is his name?
Daniel.
Okay, Daniel is about 10 to 15 minutes drive from jumping on a ferry and going to France. Wow, that's awesome.
Wow.
Have you ever been to Disney Paris? I would love to know.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you'd have to go do that.
Did he say he lived close to Sheffield?
He spent a lot of time there because his wife went to university there.
Okay. Sorry, I missed that. I think I got one life left, so we'll try. This boss is tough. Whoa.
Jimmy Dean is watching from Long Beach, California.
Long Beach, nice. We've been down there.
We love that area. That's where we honeymooned. We went to Disneyland.
Disneyland, Anaheim
Yep.
area, yep. Okay, gotta get this guy now.
Lance, I'm so glad you and your wife are okay. This virus, it's so bizarre how it affects some people really, really seriously, and then others it's not too bad.
I don't know how to beat this guy.
A bunch of family that got it, not where we are, but they live in a different city, and when they all got together, they all got it, and it was amazing to see, like, some of them didn't get it, some of them got it really badly. It's just bizarre.
Okay. Well, great recommendation, Pixel Citizen. That was really great. Couldn't beat that guy, but let's jump into some, was it World Class?
World Sports?
World Sports, yeah. World Sports Competition. Here we go. I never played this one, so cool. I like checking out new games I never played before. We had World Class Baseball and Tennis growing up on the Turbo, which is a great series. Great sports games. Ricard says, hello, love your channel. Love from Sweden. Retro for life. All right, thanks for watching. Hey, Daniel just responded about Disneyland Paris.
We have been to Disneyland Paris probably 10 to 15 times. Oh my goodness. We are obsessed. I think we got to take our kids 5 times in 1 year as we got an annual pass about a year before the virus struck. Oh my gosh, that's so awesome.
That's really cool.
That would be like a bucket list thing for
Oh
me
my gosh,
to
yeah.
get to go.
Wouldn't that be cool to go to
goodness.
Disneyland Paris?
Yeah. If we go, Daniel, we'll have to meet up with you guys.
Oh, dude, that would be so
And
much fun. Daniel's a great guy.
That would be super fun.
Okay, let's do some training first. Name. Yeah, it's one of those games where you just have to put your initials in. Or you can call him something like Sam or Bob. You only get 3 spaces. How about we call him Bob? All right, Bob.
You can tell this must be an older
There we go.
game because of
Pink
the
spandex.
hairstyles. Like the hairstyles on the athletes.
Yeah, oh yeah, totally. Let's try swimming.
Just Too Cool said, hey, I'm from Maryland. Your videos with your dad brings back a lot of memories with me and my sons. Oh, that's awesome.
It's great. Thanks, man. I'm glad. I've been to Maryland. I love that area of the country. It was really cold when I was there. But so I'm sure it's pretty cold there right now. All right. Oh, I jumped off too fast.
So Daniel said 100% we can take you around Disneyland Paris and show you all the hidden stuff, like the secret entrance to the hidden dragon under the castle.
Wow. That's awesome. You can watch this game, Sugar.
Yeah, you want to play? Or watch?
Oh, man, I'm really... Oh, you gotta do 2 buttons. Catch up, catch up, catch up, catch up.
Thanos says this came out in December 1992, I believe.
This game with, like, Summer Olympics came out in December? That's kind of odd.
I was just a wee baby.
You were just a wee baby. Come on,
Oh,
come
wow,
on.
that's so cool. Daniel said my wife and I also honeymooned in California and went to Disneyland,
Oh,
California,
wonderful.
too. We've been to Disneyland twice together. I've been to Disney World once, like, I was a little girl.
Oh, no, I ran out of gas or something. How does he run out of energy? Oh, no. How do I... Oh, oxygen? Oh, I'm not... Maybe... Oh, you know what? I bet it's got to be more rhythmic. Like, yeah. And I blew it.
You're gonna kill him.
I am. Look at that. I'm like struggling. I got over there. Oh, wait. I'm not even close. There I am. Oh. That would be me if I was in the Olympics.
That poor swimmer.
Oh, my goodness. Sports news. Good evening. It's time for sports news. It's kind of cool. Bob nearly drowned and died today at the Summer Olympics. No.
Yeah.
Results of the 100-meter freestyle. Would you like to continue playing? Sure. See you again tomorrow. Let's try shooting. Oh, wow. Let's see. Rapid fire pistol or trap shooting? Let's do trap shooting. Let's see if it's anything like the Duck Hunt game. Okay. Qualify. World record. To qualify, you need 46 points. Do you want to see this game, Hallie?
What?
Do you want to see this game? It's like Olympic sports. She goes, I'm fine. I'm playing. Oh, man, this is kind of cool. It's more action-based.
Get it.
Got it.
There you go.
Oh, I missed that one. Then. Cool music. Ah, no. I've never played this before, so just getting accustomed.
Get it.
Oh, there we go. Nice.
Come on.
Yeah,
Big money.
you're doing good, yeah. Gonna win this medal, gold medal.
Good job.
Okay. Oh, missed it. I love that parallax scrolling. Isn't that cool? This is a good game. How many of you own this game, maybe back in the day or currently? Great recommendation from Thanos. Oh, man. Yes, the Thanos is watching. Be nice to him. You could just
Don't make him snap his fingers.
There we go. We're getting better here. We're getting better. But check out this parallax scrolling. Look at this when I go this way, left or right. Yeah. Oh. We didn't have many sports games when I was growing up. We didn't like a lot. We had like the arcade style ones, like NBA Jam, NFL Blitz. We had Summer Olympics game on the Sega Saturn. We had what was that game called? Decathlete. That was great. That was a great Sega arcade game. Decathlete.
Okay, I'm geeking out over here.
You're geeking out.
Because Daniel said he just sent you a Twitter DM of their Disneyland dedicated stairway.
Oh my gosh.
And I am beyond excited to see that.
That is awesome.
Wow.
We will check it out, man. Yes.
I'm super excited.
We are actually Disney geeks. We really are.
Yes. H Axed said, "I love your video series with your dad. I kind of feel like a kid again every time I watch them.
Aww.
Greetings from Germany."
Thanks, man.
Bavaria?
Thank
Is
you
that
for
right?
watching from
Bavaria,
Germany too.
Germany. Awesome. Thanos said, "I will snap." Don't, Thanos, don't snap.
I've been to Germany once. I've been to Frankfurt. How close is Frankfurt to Bavaria? Just curious. Good evening. It's time for sports news. Bob almost shot someone while trap shooting.
NES Addict wants to know, is this the TurboGrafx Mini?
No, this is not. This is just emulation. I'm using OpenEMU, which is an emulator platform to play games. And so that is what we're doing. Daniel also says, we also had a Disney-themed wedding.
You have to send me a picture now.
Oh,
I want to see a picture.
DM
That's
it.
Awesome.
DM it if you don't mind sharing. Megan would love to see it. I'd love to see it too. He says, "Okay, I'm going to shut up about Disney. You keep talking about Disney.
Shut up about Disney.
Never have to shut. Yeah,
understand.
we were playing Darkwing Duck earlier on TurboGrafx. There you go. Not that great a game, but
Bavaria is the land of Oktoberfest and beer. Oh my goodness. I bet that's really cool whenever y'all have those.
Ninebreaker says, Megan and Tyler, you should check out the YouTube series Creepy Old Crypt. They are two huge Disney fans who discuss the history of various attractions at Disneyland on location.
Oh,
Very
that's
cool.
so
Yeah,
cool.
we will check that out.
We will, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, Jay wants to know how we met. That's NES Addict.
Oh, okay.
We met on a blind date. We both had our eyes closed. No,
His mom and a family friend of mine worked together, and they set us up on a blind date.
Yep.
And the rest was history.
The rest was history. We met at a Starbucks and moved. We closed down that Starbucks. It got so late they closed. And we went and to IHOP after that until like 3 o'clock in the morning. All right, we're going to do better this time. There's no oxygen meter.
Says, my retro life has turned into a Disney discussion.
Yeah. That can happen, man. Hey, I didn't get last place.
Thanos says, that's a good idea, Thanos. We should have, he said, My Disney Life.
My Disney Life.
Like a spin-off.
That's
channel.
actually really not a bad idea. That's actually like a fun sounding title, too. My Disney Life.
Have you tried, Icarus Kid said, have you tried out the PlayStation VR? I totally recommend checking out Astrobot Rescue Mission. Blew me away.
No, we don't have PSVR. We just got a PlayStation 5, so we're checking out. Hallie loves Astro's Playroom. And I just played through and beat Miles Morales, actually. The main story in that. I'm trying to 100% it now. So absolutely getting into PS5. I missed out on the entire PlayStation 4 generation of games, so I'm going back and buying a lot of them cheap. I've got on the way Shenmue 3. I'm finally going to play Shenmue 3, guys. Finally. Tell me what I'd like to know what you guys thought of Shenmue 3.
So, NES Addict, this sounds like an amazing story. He said, I met my wife at a doctor's care urgent care clinic.
Whoa! Yeah. That does sound like an amazing story. You guys should check out Jay if you haven't. He's got a great channel, NES Addict. And he did a video recently. Thanks again for that, man. That was so much fun. It was like a tribute to the My Retro Life series. And he showed his old footage from Christmas '89 or something like that. Yeah, absolutely.
That's very cool.
Let's go ahead and put on... Oh, Daniel sent us...
Daniel.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see him.
I'm going to check out his wedding pics. That's great. I can't wait to see it. Let's put on a different game. That was the last request donation recommendation we had. So I'm going to go ahead.
Is Manny still on here?
No, I haven't seen Manny. He might be listening, but I haven't seen him. Okay. My cousin was in the chat.
He had asked for that one game way back when.
Oh, what did he ask for?
It was like way up in the...
Did we write it down?
No, because I wasn't sure if it was a joke.
It was a game that I can't stream right now because I don't have the arcade stuff set up. He wanted to play a game called Hardhead, which is a very obscure arcade game. I'm going to pop on one of my favorite... Hi, Isaac. He says hi. Welcome to the chat. And welcome anybody else. We got 73 people watching, 74. Thank you so much for joining us on this Friday afternoon.
Yeah. We love hanging out with you guys.
I'm going to play Space Harrier, guys, because Space Harrier is one of my favorite games of all time, arcade games. Love the Sega port. This is a great port, too. If you haven't seen this port, it's actually a really good one. Forget what... We had this back in the day.
Daniel's checking out, but thanks for popping in, Daniel. I'm excited to see those pictures.
Yeah, definitely, man. I'll let you know what we think. So funny. Thanks for stopping by, Daniel.
Oh, Hardhead was what. Manny is here.
Yeah, Hardhead. We'll do, maybe next week we'll do an arcade stream. I'll get the arcade set up. Arcade emulation.
She wants to stream the Switch.
We'll do that at some point, Sugar. We'll figure out when to do Hyrule Warriors. Well, we will figure it out. Yes, we do. Oh, got me.
Jacob said, if you like, I can get to work on a logo for my Disney life. If you'd like. That'd be amazing.
No, I mean, that's okay, man. You don't have to do that right now. We still have to decide if we want to do that.
I have to talk him into it.
Ah, there you go.
Thanos said, I guess Arizona, and then he said, I love the 32X version of Space Harrier.
Oh yeah, Thanos, you did have another donation, and I don't think he ever requested another game, so definitely, we'll get some Arizona for you, man.
Nineburger says, Tyler, fun fact, the robot on the title screen of Space Harrier is based on the Rick Dom, a robot from the 1979 TV show Mobile Suit Gundam.
Oh, okay. Wow, I didn't know that. I never really watched Mobile Suit Gundam much. very few anime I got into. I got into Bubblegum Crisis and Project A-ko, some early ones. Obviously, Pokemon was big. Man, I'm having some trouble here. This is harder than some of the other ports.
Pixel Citizen asks, did you or your parents ever listen to the
Rippingtons?
Yes, thank you. I got into them 2 years ago, and I'm a big fan of theirs now.
I didn't. It's funny you say that. They never listened to them or heard of them, but a coworker friend of mine just a year ago, Aaron, introduced me to the Rippingtons. And they're fantastic. Yeah, a lot of their music sounds like Sega arcade music. Sounds like Daytona, stuff like that.
Lance wants to know, was Space Harrier, was it an arcade original?
Space Harrier originally came out in the arcades. Yes, Sega, classic Sega arcade game. That was his first made its debut in the arcades, but then it got ported to like every console under the sun, every home console. And this is a great port.
Thank you, Jacob. We will definitely keep you in mind. He said he's really good at Photoshop and stuff.
Yeah, totally.
Thanos wants to know, what is your favorite animal?
Dog. Doggy.
He is like a little puppy dog.
Aww.
I want a question from somebody too.
Oh, what's your favorite animal, Hallie?
Hallie's gonna.
Puppy.
A puppy?
Hallie loves dogs too.
Puppy.
We don't have a dog.
We need a dog. I've been trying to get him to
We
get a dog.
we need a dog.
A doggy.
We do have a doggy.
We have a lot of family dogs,
Oh, yeah, we have the
Robot dog.
robot dog.
and we have a robot dog.
That's pretty fun, robot dog.
I named her Jessica.
Yeah, she named her Jessica. Jacob says
And she sings K-pop.
Yeah. That's what, I haven't seen Jessica in a while. Where is
no.
Jessica?
Yeah, where do we put her?
I think it's in my room.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so Jacobian. It's not Jacobian. Sorry, Thanos. Oh, I love this song. He had asked for some Airzonk. Jacobians.
That's so cool. Thanos has a golden retriever named Ryder. Oh, I bet that.
Oh,
is so sweet.
Ryder.
I love golden retrievers.
Yeah, Goldens are great. They're really one of the best breeds.
My
Very
parents
slobbery.
have a golden doodle, and she's super sweet. Oh, yep. Here's our dog, our family dog.
There's our family dog.
There we go.
Robo.
Jessica.
It reminds me of the Futurama episode with Robo Puppy. I don't know if you guys remember. Robo Puppy licks you. Robo Puppy.
And this
Here,
is
make her sing. Make her sing one of her songs.
Okay.
Actually, we might get a copyright strike.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
could
okay.
happen.
Oh,
Don't do it. Don't
Okay,
don't
we
have
won't
her.
do
Yeah,
it. We won't
just
do
in
it.
case.
what?
It sings these
But
pop songs.
This is Jessica, our family dog. It's the best dog I've ever had.
Well, Mama, I want to make
Potty trained and everything. We'll take her in the other room then, because I said
Play
we can't
Ninja
put it
Spirit.
on YouTube.
Whoa.
Batman. What does Batman look like?
If you're gonna do it,
I'll get to those.
Okay.
First, let me get to Batman's great. Let me get to Thanos' recommendation because he gave us a donation. So we'll get to that first of Airzonk. Airzonk. One of the best games on the Turbo.
I will. So Jacob asked, "Is for a Hallie Switch stream? Is Animal Crossing on the table? Would love to visit her island and help her out."
I don't know. We haven't done online gaming with Hallie yet. I'm still trying to figure out like. No. Let's see. Is this working? Oh, there we go. Okay. Good song. Check this song out, Hallie. This is my synth.
Is there a lot of superheroes on this one?
Yeah, these are all your helper friends, and this is who you play as. Great soundtrack if you haven't noticed. Toxyland, like Toxic Crusader. We'll just do auto.
You ready for another question?
Sure.
Sainted said, "Hiya Tyler, wondering if you were ever spooked by 5th gen gaming the way millennials were. I remember feeling intimidated exploring the hubs of Mario 64 and Glover and dreaded the shark in Banjo."
I think I never was.
Go play outside.
Just wait a few minutes, okay? You can watch a show until Mommy and Daddy
Yeah.
because they can't watch you, okay?
I never was spooked by it because I grew up with the very first, you know, the beginning of 3D platforming and stuff like that. So it kind of got eased into it. It was mind blowing, but I never got spooked by it. Games like Resident Evil spooked me legitimately with the scary moments. But
Hey, Daddy.
yeah.
I'm done streaming, but you two can still stream.
Okay, darling. Okay. We'll still stream. Got him. Airzonk was one of these games that I discovered. Bye, Hallie. She said bye. I remember playing this at the store kiosk in Toys R Us for the first time and thinking, man, this is so cool. This is definitely a killer app for the TurboGrafx. It's sad to say that both TurboGrafx and Toys R Us are no more, although Toys R Us is coming back.
Yeah. We got a super chat.
We got a super chat from John Jones, maybe. John Johns? One of those. He's got a super chat that says, "Ninja Spirit next, please. Love you guys." Well, thank you so much for that $5 donation. We will jump right into Ninja Spirit after Airzonk. Thank you for that, John.
So Pixel Citizen said, "In your
Oh, there it
Christmas-"
goes. Yeah, it popped up on the screen now.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you this. Hold on, Hallie. I'm gonna ask you this question. I'm gonna
Okay.
tell her.
Okay.
In your Christmas of 1990 video, little you wondered if your Laserdisc copy of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles would be defective or not. Did it end up being defective
Yeah.
as you feared?
No, it was, I don't believe it was defective. We used to. It's funny you caught on to that because we used to have a lot of bad experiences with defective laser discs. Dad would often buy them from a mail order house that he'd call and order from a catalog, and these laser discs would come, and a lot of them were defective. A lot of times, and it became this running joke of like, oh man, I hope it's not defective. And I think what happened, you know, you're making me really recall this now, because I think the story behind the reason I said I hope it's not defective is because they had attempted to get me that on Laserdisc already, and the copy came and it was defective, and it was so disappointing to me at age 4. That Ninja Turtles, the movie, we'd been waiting for it, and we finally got it on Laserdisc. It comes in the mail, you know, and it's defective. And so I think that's what that was all about. I got it for Christmas, and it was a new copy, and I was like, I hope it's not defective. So funny. Oh, those were the days. Oh, this is one of my favorite game music tracks of all time. I gotta crank this up. Here we go, guys. Listen to those drums. TurboGrafx, man, had a great sound chip. Listen to this synth here. It don't get better than that, guys. It don't get better. The chip tunes don't get better than this. Or maybe they do. Not back then, though. Cousin Manny Dead Stanley asks, Tyler, what PS5 game are you planning to play next? Well, we have... man, I'm dying. We have Sackboy to play. Hallie and I got to get through that. But we also... Hallie got, for her birthday, Immortals Phoenix Rising. So we got to jump into that one, too. I think that might be the next one we play. I love this, like, spread shot. You got a question, I think, babe.
Okay, I'm coming. Jimmy Dean wants to know if you still have a lot of home footage or are you running out of material?
Still have a lot. Still have a lot to show. I'd say there's another, like, 18 episodes to do. Something like that. Got plenty to pull from. But like I said, 18. It is finite. It will. The series will come to an end. But I'll keep doing content, of course.
I don't know if you answered this one, but NES Addict asked, "What's your favorite line from My Retro Life?" Obviously, "Watch It, Buddy" is a classic, but my favorite is "Your virtual boy."
Oh, Dad says you're a virtual boy. So, Dad used to always, he was the king of puns, and he grew up loving like Abbott and Costello and the Three Stooges and Laurel and Hardy and all these old comedy teams and stuff. So he would constantly do jokes like that were in that line that NES Addict just said. He loves the line where Dad says, "You're a virtual boy." And he would do stuff like that. He would take words and twist them in a different way. "You're a virtual boy." Very Groucho Marx, like the Marx Brothers, if you guys have ever seen the Marx Brothers classic comedy team. He loved all that stuff. So all of his humor was like somewhat derived from those classics, black and white classics. My favorite line in My Retro Life is probably... I mean, "Watch It, Buddy" was something Dad and I would quote even before we ever turned it into a show. Before he passed away, and before Dad passed away, we would actually quote "Watch It, Buddy" because we knew it was so funny from that home movie how I would say that. That's probably my favorite. "Watch it, buddy." Or, "Oh man, these bugs."
Sorry.
That's okay.
Did you answer Manny about which PS5 game are you playing?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I did.
Oscar wants to know if you were able to get a disc-based PS5.
I did. We were able to secure a disc one. And we returned the digital one. But we got a disc one.
Pixel Citizen asks, "I know you mentioned your dad was in New York in the 80s, so I must ask, did your dad meet Lloyd Kaufman and or Art Spiegelman? Lloyd produced Toxic Avengers
Oh my
and the
gosh.
others a comic artist."
What was the whole question? And I'm sorry, because I'm going to give you an answer that you're going to like.
Did your dad meet Lloyd Kaufman and or Art Spiegelman? Lloyd produced Toxic Avengers and the others a comic artist.
Yes, Dad knew Lloyd because Dad was an independent filmmaker in Manhattan, just like you said. And he knew Lloyd. He refused to work for them as a filmmaker. He didn't want to work with, or I don't know. I remember him talking about it years ago. I wish I could ask him more about it. But in the short answer to your question is yes, he knew Lloyd Kaufman. He knew him in his heyday making Toxic Avenger and stuff like that, and the Troma films when he was making all those early Troma films in the 80s. And Dad, he didn't want to. I don't know if he ever got offered to work with them, but he never wanted to do it because he didn't like the kind of content that they were doing. I don't know. It's obviously Troma's very acquired taste, but Troma were these like really low budget, trashy kind of films. Like they'd have like horror and grotesque horror and stuff. Like they put out a movie called Attack of the Killer Condoms.
Oh, okay.
Stuff like that.
Okay.
And but a lot of horror movies and stuff. And so, but he knew him. I remember him telling me once, yeah, I know these guys. The guys that started Trauma, I know these guys. And he didn't have a great opinion of them. I think he knew that, and I don't want to say this because I don't want to like make you, if you love their work and stuff and you love that guy as a filmmaker, I don't want this to change your opinion of him or anything like that. But Dad, I remember telling me that Lloyd Kaufman was not like a great guy to work for. Let's just leave it at that. So that's all I really know about that whole thing. But it answered your question. Long answer. I gave you a long answer. Yes, he did know. He did know Lloyd Kaufman. Oh, this boss just obliterated me.
Okay. Jimmy, I'm so sorry that you got laid off of your
job.
Dude,
Jimmy.
We will
sorry.
be praying that you have another job very soon.
And anybody watching, tuning in right now that's, been unfortunate in these times. 2020 and like, the economy and just COVID and everything. We just want to say, we're really sorry if you've experienced hardships, and that, we're really hoping for anybody watching that this year proves to be better. If you had a hard 2020, we'll be praying for everybody watching, that it's a good year for you. 2020 was a very good year for us. We did not experience a lot of the hardships that a lot of people have been, so we're thankful for that.
But thank you guys all for watching. We're glad, Jimmy, glad you've chatted with us and are watching today. And how many we got? 74 in the house?
74, fluctuating around 70. So cool that you guys are joining us. Let's jump into some Ninja Spirit. This is a donation request, super chat from, who was this from?
Jacob said, your dad was the gamer of dad jokes, fair to say? Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is from John Johns. Thank you, John Johns, for $5 donation. Let's get you some Ninja Spirit. Great game.
Zap2922 asks, did your dad ever mention that you could use those footages and make something out of them? Was that the plan for you to do something with them? That's what I'm saying.
No. It was an idea I had long after he had passed away. Oh, no. The doggy was mourning the death of his master. I had the idea after I started a channel, but the original channel I did called iRetroGamer, which was originally called Sega Channel. It was all Sega content. And I was trying to come up with ideas for what kind of content to produce, and honestly, it was a filler episode because I was doing other kind of documentary style retrospectives and stuff, and I wanted to put something out to keep the content going. So I was like, oh, let me just put out one of these. I'll show the people watching, the subscribers, the time Dad recorded us sitting on the couch. This was on the old channel. And so I did that. That was actually the very first episode. It's no longer the first episode chronologically. I've changed that to be the NES Christmas episode. But the very first one I ever produced for the public to see was the Sega Genesis Power Team. And I did it just as kind of a throwaway, kind of like, okay, I'll put out some home video footage, and see if people like it. I had no intention of turning it into a series. And the response was so good from it, and it got written up on various news blogs. Even The Guardian interviewed me. It got on Kotaku. It was a very popular video, and so I was like, okay, I think there's something to this. I think people will like this. I got much more where that came from. So I began this Odyssey, this Super Mario Odyssey. No, this this Odyssey that you see before you in doing this series and getting out all the old home. There's a lot more to come, guys. Lots of other stories to tell, and some stuff I think you'll really enjoy and like, and be shocked that I even have footage of. So stay tuned. And thank you all for watching over the years. I know the relaunch of this channel, its current incarnation, has only been around since July of last year. And we've had such immense growth in that time. So I want to thank all of you who are watching and who have subscribed. Thank you so much for just being a part of our journey here, our YouTube journey. This is a cool boss, huh?
That is.
I'm trying to... This is a great arcade game. This is a great port of an arcade game. I gotta get him up there, yeah.
Super fun.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about this boss, but it's fun. It's so fun to watch.
I know. Got him. He screamed too. Thanos says, I discovered your channel through the Turbo Duo video. Sweet. Yeah, it's over on Pixel Game Squad. So the long story of it is that the channel existed in a different form. It was called iRetroGamer. Made a life decision. Life was kind of complicated at the time, and I just kind of saw the channel as something taking me away from my family. I wasn't really, time managing well and stuff like that. So kind of just made a life decision to axe the old channel and get some things in order. And a lot of that had to do with just spending time with my family and Hallie and making sure that the channel wasn't this thing that would get in the way. That's why I speak of that stuff in the past tense, like, oh, the old channel and stuff like that. And then Pixel Game Squad, which a lot of the videos still exist on, the series got relaunched on Pixel Game Squad, which is a great channel. My friends over there, Riff and Mikey and Ricky and all those guys, and they started hosting the series and kind of relaunched it, got it back out in the public eye. And then a lot of really cool things happened in the midst of that. Last year, we got featured. The footage was used in the CBS documentary Console Wars. And just a lot of really cool positive momentum. I started producing episodes again. Decided, hey, let's make a new channel and get the stuff, finish out the story and create new content and stuff in a much kind of healthier place in life. And so that's what you guys are watching this on. And so thank you so much, every one of you. There's been such tremendous growth. Like I said, like the Xbox, this just happened yesterday. It was a cool milestone. The Xbox episode of My Retro Life that like 2 episodes ago, something like that, crossed the 200,000 view mark. And that's so remarkable for me. Like, as a filmmaker myself and as a short filmmaker, you always you hope that the passion projects and things you pour into, you hope people get to see it. But I never in my wildest dreams, when I was a kid, picking up a camcorder, trying to make little short films with my buddies, I never would have thought that over 200,000 people would watch a particular film project of mine. So that's just incredible. Thank you, each and every one of you who watched it and commented, and who are just a part of what we're doing here.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Oh man.
Manny asked, do you think your dad would have continued playing modern games in spite of them becoming more realistic?
I'm sorry, I got distracted. Manny asked this?
Yeah.
Okay. Despite them getting, he would totally be playing modern games. He was heading in that direction. He loved the PlayStation 3, even though he only got to spend a little bit of time with it. He loved God of War on PlayStation 3. I don't know. Do you remember him talking to you about God of War? Because he loved that game. That was a really mature, realistic game. So yeah. Oh, he'd be going nuts. Spider-Man? You kidding me?
Yeah.
Megan was watching me play Spider-Man.
That one's so cool.
Oh, he would just be losing his mind over.
Hallie just loves to swing.
Yeah.
In that game.
Big sandbox.
Yeah. I think that's one of the things that I would love to see most of all. Obviously, I'd love to meet, Mark, but it would be amazing to see Hallie and him play games together. That.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so Hallie, she's still pretty young and hasn't really taken in the idea that Grandpa Mark is no longer with us, and she knows and hears about him and stuff, but she hasn't really wanted to watch the videos and the episodes. Like, I'll show her episodes of My Retro Life, and she'll kind of get into it, but she'll lose her attention with it. Like, she'll want to watch it. I'm sure when she gets a little bit older, she's gonna start asking more questions about Grandpa Mark. And what's awesome is that she's gonna have this whole time capsule web series to learn about him through. This is such a great game. So much fun. I love the effects of the blades when they swing.
Jacob said, don't forget to mention G to the Next Level is re-uploading some of your iRetro Gamer vids for those interested in seeing your other work.
Yeah, George over at G to the Next Level. Check out his channel because he was a friend of mine who he was a kind of a co-host for a while on the old channel. And the ones that we co-hosted together, he is re-uploading currently on his channel. So you can check that out. If you guys do a search for G to the Next Level or iRetro Gamer, you'll find those videos.
I can't read that far. I'm gonna have to get my phone back out.
Pick up the phone, yeah.
My eyesight isn't that great. Let's see.
Okay, I think we're at the boss, guys. Coming up here. I need to get my ninja spirit. I gotta get it back up. Oh, get up there. This is the sequel to Legend of Kage. Oh, no. Demon Sword is the sequel to Legend of Kage. I forget if this is a part of that series.
You guys left some of the sweetest comments. I'm gonna read them to Tyler real quick. So Mole Train TV said your vids are magic. Yeah, that was loud. NES Addict said this channel is my top 5 favorite channels of all time for sure.
That's great. Oh, same thing happened to me.
Jacob said your content is by far the best I've ever seen on YouTube or the internet as a whole. Always look forward to whatever you make. It's a pleasure to watch y'all do what you love.
Thank you guys. Thank you for those comments. This is kind of scary and foreboding.
Sainted said that Christmas episode is my favorite, and he quoted, "Punch Out, you're making a killing."
Yeah, Dad's saying I was making a killing that year. Oh my gosh, so many games. And a lot of people, they don't understand. I've read comments that say oh, he's rich, all these games he's getting. I'm like, no, we were thrifty. So 1990 when I got Punch Out and Metroid and Ghostbusters 2 and all these games, Little Nemo, The Dream Master, there's a bunch of games. Maniac Mansion was another one. So yeah, there was some money spent there, but if you look, a lot of those games were actually older titles in 1990. So in 1990, Metroid would have been probably clearanced or on sale oftentimes. Same goes for Punch-Out. In fact, it was the reissue of Punch-Out, which was sold, I think, at a discounted price. It was the one with Mr. Dream, not Mike Tyson. So, I think people see all these games, oh my gosh, and I was so fortunate that my parents fed into my love of games, and then Dad also himself loved games too. It was just like a perfect storm of great fortune. And so but my family wasn't rich. We were a middle class family. My dad, back in those days in 1990, was the manager of an electronics store, a mom and pop electronics store in Houston called Videoland. And my mom didn't even work at the time. She was a stay-at-home mom. And then she decided to pick up her career when I was 5. So she got back into work. And so both my parents were working. So it was a 2-income family at that point, middle class still. And then, I don't know, I was the only child. So instead of, spending the money on multiple kids in a family, I did benefit. But I never.
Well, and your mom said that one
year,
video that just recently went out, she said she had a super, super good year.
Yeah.
That particular year.
She worked in sales. So that particular year she made a lot of commission, she told us. So yeah, different circumstances, helped the fact that we got so many games and stuff, but we were not a wealthy, rich family. We were fortunate, and we were middle class, and we never struggled like some people do, which I'm very thankful for. But there's a crazy myth in the comments section. A lot of these videos are I was rich or something, and I wasn't.
Manny said he might have mentioned it, but I was more into PC and ignored the consoles. Speaking of, pick up the new God of War.
Oh yeah, I will. I've heard good things about that. I think somebody recommended. Yeah, we did play Splatterhouse. Potator. we did play that a little while ago. When the stream is back up, you can rewatch the stream and you can watch us playing it. I think we have a recommendation. We played Ninja Spirit just now, but somebody else asked for a different game. What was that? Let me see. I don't want to waste people's time staring at me looking for a game. But play Ninja Spirit, Space Harrier. Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and pick another game that maybe another one that I loved on the Turbo to show you guys. And that is scrolling through here, looking through my ROM collection. Another one that I loved was Alien. Oh yeah, Batman. You're right. Somebody did say Batman. It was Jay over at NES Attic. We'll play Batman. Batman. This is a PC Engine only game. It only came out in Japan, but it's made by Sunsoft, and it's and John Jones just asked for it again. Yeah. Yeah. And earlier Jay had asked for it. Actually, jogged my memory. Why isn't it loading? Let's see. But Batman is actually a really good Sunsoft. There we go. So Sunsoft did the other Batman games on NES and Genesis, and this is another one that didn't come out in America though. Totally different game though. It's a top-down, almost puzzle-style Pac-Man kind of game, if you can believe it or not, with Batman. But you basically go around and you have to collect all the items and not get killed by the bad guys. And you walk into them like Pac-Man after you stun them with your Batarang. Here, check it out. And you pick up items that help you gain like better Batarangs and... But it's so funny how it's... And again, great soundtrack. Sunsoft, man. They were the kings.
Icarus Kid asks, what are your thoughts on the dual senses haptic feedback and adaptive triggers in Astro's Playroom? I haven't given the PS5 a test drive yet, but I hear they're amazing.
It is amazing. It is a revolutionary controller. When you play games in it, it feels so comfortable, and also it feels like it's alive, like in your hand. There's all sorts of like you said, haptic feedback, the vibrations of the game and how it corresponds. It's taking that Joy-Con technology from the Switch, but upping the ante. And it's really, really good. I can't wait to see what they do with it. Like, I love it. And when you're playing Spider-Man, you're swinging through the city as Spider-Man, you constantly are hearing the web shoot, but out of your controller. There's a speaker in your controller, so it's
my goodness.
Super cool. Yeah, Batman's sprite, sainted. Batman's sprite is so like cartoony, and he's like a little tiny Batman.
asks what your favorite console is ever.
Favorite console ever goes to probably the Genesis if you combine the Sega CD and 32X. The amount of quality games and memories I made with that triple tower of, the trifecta, that's my favorite console, all of it.
Retro Ray says, hi Tyler, my gamer girlfriend and I have COVID-19 and we've been quarantining with mild symptoms, and I would just like to say thank you so much for your videos. They have made dealing with this illness, I'm guessing it was going to say like a lot better. But yeah. I hope y'all get to feeling better.
And thank you for watching, and I'm so happy that like the videos can kind of help ease the hardship of that. I really hope you haven't had bad symptoms. And yeah, speedy recovery, man. Thanks for watching.
NES Addict asked, Tyler, have you thought any more of my suggestion to do commentary over the videos for more insight on what was happening?
Absolutely, Jay. I think I haven't decided whether or not I want to maybe do that for Patreon supporters. I think that would be a really nice treat for those who support the channel on Patreon. But absolutely, that would be a really cool thing to do. I started releasing on the channel uncut versions of some of these episodes. Uncut, I don't know if you saw that. The 89 was the first My Retro Life Uncut Christmas 89. And I'm going to be doing that more. But I think the commentary idea, like kind of doing it like a audio commentary on a DVD, I think I'll do that. But maybe as a Patreon exclusive.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you can answer this one. Potato asks, how do you get the old games to work? Every time I try to play it, it just stops loading. What do I do?
Old games, like, are you trying to emulate them? If you're trying to emulate them, like I'm using ROMs and emulation, it just depends. Some of the ROMs are bad. They're called bad dumps, and they don't work. So you got to find the good ones. It's kind of a weird gray area.
Pixel Citizen asked, you seem to have grown up with a lot of cool stuff. What were some cool stuff your parents grew up with?
So my dad loved to collect film reels. So before, pardon me. So Dad loved to collect, in his youth, comic books and film reels. He would collect the original prints of old Disney cartoons and like movies. Before you could buy movies on VHS or Laserdisc and this sort of thing, he would buy the actual film prints. Sometimes he would buy them like on this black market in Manhattan, you know, growing up in New York, because they were illegal to own, really, kind of. I mean, like, as far as, I mean, not really illegal per se, like, it was a very gray area there. But he would have to, the people that were selling them to him were kind of sketchy, and you couldn't buy and own movies back then. It just wasn't standardized. And so he would love to collect those old films. He'd pay a lot of money, a lot of his allowance money or birthday money or whatever, he'd tell me these stories about how he would take his money and take the train into Manhattan, because he lived on Long Island, and take this long day, it'd take a whole day to go to this shop in Manhattan and buy a Mickey Mouse cartoon.
Oh, wow.
You know, original, and he had a projector at home that he could show the stuff on. So he loved doing that.
Do you still have some of those? No.
No. He sold it all to go to Hollywood, along with his comic books.
Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, we've talked about that before on the stream. But because my grandfather was a Marvel Comics artist, for those of you who don't know, Dad had original mint condition copies of like Spider-Man 2 and stuff like this, and he sold it in the early 80s or late 70s, I can't remember, to fund his trip and move out to California, where he lived for a year, to work on his film career. And he would tell me so many times, he'd kicking himself as an adult, you know, in his 30s and 40s. My gosh, if I just hung on to those, if I just waited and hung on to those longer, they were worth a fortune now. Oh, so sad.
Thanos asked if you've ever owned Earthworm Jim on Sega CD.
Yes, we had Earthworm Jim on Sega CD, and it was quite the great port. Earthworm Jim Special Edition, I think it was called. Yeah, it was really good. We had Earthworm Jim 2 on the Saturn. That was a great port.
Retro Ray says, I have a question, please. In the episode where Mikey opens his present and sees Lunar, Manny gets excited and says the soap game? Can you let me know what he says? I can't figure it out.
He does. He says the soap game. Manny, if you're in the chat still right now watching, can you let us all know? I actually never asked you. Why did you say the soap game? And then Grammy goes, the what? Let us know.
I loved when Grammy would call us. She'd say, Tyler.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
And we lost my grandmother a year ago. So
She's a sweetheart.
she is missed.
Oh, we got some more comments.
Oh, Manny's laughing. 71 people in the chat. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you're enjoying the stream.
Thanos asked if you ever owned Sega Ages on Saturn.
Yeah, we own Sega Ages on Saturday. The 3 game collection of Space Harrier, Afterburner, and Outrun. It was great on the US release by that Working Designs published. Super good. Thank you guys for watching. I got to power back up again. Again.
Manny said if you collect the soap, you can watch a scene of the girls bathing in the lake.
Oh, that's infamous scene. That's funny. Yeah. They don't show any nudity, I don't think, but yeah, it's like a scandalous scene that you could. That's right. I forgot about that. That's what you meant by the soap. That's funny. And that makes it even funnier
no wonder
that Grammy
was excited.
Well, yeah, he goes the soap game, and it's even funnier that Grammy is sitting next to him, and she goes, the what?
The what?
Did you explain to Grammy
I'm
what that
sure
was?
He didn't. That's hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Jacob asked, your family has had so much experience with all types of entertainment and media. Is there one avenue that your family hasn't touched? Sports.
Probably sports, yeah.
I don't know if that entertainment, I guess that goes under.
Yeah, my family, my dad liked baseball, and but yeah, we weren't big sports fans.
Nine Perker said, I agreed with me. Bet you didn't explain that to Grandma. That's so funny.
I doubt he did.
Retro Rage says, thank you, I can sleep well now. That's hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
Richard Russell said, hi, ever owned House of Dead on Saturn or Burning Rangers, the English version at least?
Yeah, both of those. We had the Japanese version of House of the Dead, and then we also got the American version back in the day. Discounted when Toys R Us was getting rid of the last Saturn games that were coming out. And Burning Rangers was one of those. So we got those all very cheap, I think, being clearanced at Toys R Us.
Icarus Kid said, I can't believe I missed out on Eternal Champions Sega CD back in 95. The fatalities in that game put the older 16-bit Mortal Kombat games to complete shame.
That was crazy, that one where you could, on Sega CD, you could kick the guy and he gets eaten by a shark or whatever. Yeah, there's some crazy stuff in Eternal Champions, which is actually underrated if you ask me. A lot of people don't like Eternal Champions, but I like that game.
Jacob, that's funny. He said, now we all have to rewatch that episode again, now that we all know, now that we know that it may be funnier.
Absolutely. Coco, in answer to your question, what am I playing? I'm playing Batman on the TurboGrafx. It only came out in Japan. Based on the 89 movie. Great request from Jay, NES Addict, requested this. Any requests with super chats, donations automatically go to the top of what we play next. But in the meantime, we're just going to keep playing. Oh, got hit by a car. Batman got hit by a car. He gets a little halo above his head. This is like the cartoony version of Batman, 89.
Jabe says, Eternal Champions is awesome. Have it on Sega CD.
Yep, it is great on Sega CD.
Coco says, oh, you play Batman. Nice.
Yep. Playing Batman. This was such an interesting title to me when I discovered this game through emulation years ago. I'm looking through ROM lists on TurboGrafx games. I'm like, Batman was on the Turbo? And so I remember playing it probably like in 2000, the year 2000, and just being like, what? I can't believe this Batman game existed. I didn't know about.
Pixel Citizen.
Oh, we just got a Streamlabs donation from Retro Ray. Donated $10. Thank you so much, Retro Ray.
Yes.
And let's see what he had to say with his comment. He said, oh, he left no comment. He just donated. Okay, well, Retro Ray, if you want to pop in the chat, man, and let us know a game that you'd like us to play and talk about, absolutely let us know. Thank you for that donation.
And then I think Thanos did as well, or was that from earlier?
Thanos was from earlier.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Okay, so Pixel Citizen said, speaking Toys R Us, did you see the one recent tweet that posted photos of a store in 1999 to 2000? It's weird seeing Toys R Us carrying SNES games that late. I still remember seeing PS2 there in 2014.
No, I want to check out that. There's pictures online that came out. That's great. I'll have to check that out.
And Paul wants to know, have you ever played Ninja Spirit on TurboGrafx?
We just played that, actually, right before this. So, yes, I've played it. But I actually played it back in the day, too. We just played that right before Batman.
Jacobian says, correct me if I'm wrong, but have we been at this for 2 hours?
I think we've been streaming for 2.5 hours now, actually. So this has been one of our longer streams that we've done. Thank you all for watching and being part of it.
Thanos says, this game is so cute for a game adaptation of a very dark movie.
I know, and I'm getting my butt kicked right now by these clown thugs.
Coco wants to know, what is your favorite retro game?
Oh, what a loaded question. Probably Mega Man 2. Mega Man 2 on the NES.
He said Super Mario is good and Street Fighters.
Totally. Classics.
Icarus Kid said, whatever happened to Primal Rage? The last time I saw that game was at my local Stardust roller rink in the early 90s. That's cool.
Oh man, they got me. Primal Rage? Yeah. That's a series that I don't know what happened to that series. It didn't take off. There was supposed to be a Primal Rage 2, but it got canceled. And I think there's a ROM floating around of it.
X says, play Parodius Da.
You want to play for a second, babe? I need to...
Well, this is going to answer this question. Save Crystal Gaming says, did your wife grow up a big gaming fan? No, and
Here,
you're about to see
with
me
this one, you got to
vomit.
just stun these guys. By this button, you throw the batarangs, and then you can walk into them. But the object is to collect all the items on the screen.
So that's all you have to do?
That's all you got to do.
Okay.
Yeah, throw that, and then walk into them.
Oh, you have to walk in?
Yeah, after you stun them.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, after you stun them. I'll be right back, guys. Megan's going to play for a little while.
Oh, Lord have mercy. You're going to leave me here by myself? Alright, here we go. Let's see, guys. Oh, no. Okay, I'm going to come in here. I'm going to get this little thinger, and then I'm going to go back. But no, I did not play games growing up. I think my dad had a... I'd have to ask... Oh, man. Okay, I want to continue. I'd have to ask Tyler what console my dad had, but he had something back in the day, and I would play on it a little bit, but I did not grow up playing games at all, which is unfortunate because now watching Hallie play games and stuff, I see the excitement and the fun of it, so it has been fun getting to see her play games. All right, I'm getting it. Yeah. Oh no, walk away from you. It's hard. I don't know how Tyler does this, how he talks to y'all. It's hard to multitask. He talks to y'all and does this thing. Okay, I don't know. I can't read your comments right now, you guys. Okay, let's see. Yeah, got it. Shoot. No. Okay, we're gonna continue. Did you just came in? Okay, we'll have to see. We'll have to have Tyler answer these when he comes back. I'm sorry, you guys. You're stuck with me playing this game for a while. Okay. No. All right. Yeah. Babe, you're going to be so proud of me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You doing good?
I have died twice, but other than that, yeah, I'm doing great.
Oh, I came and sat over here. It's funny.
Oh, I don't need to shoot that thing.
There we
I
go.
just need to get it. All right. See, the thing is, this thing is like
Yeah.
delayed.
Oh yeah, this game has that delay. Yeah, get him. And then the items you get will actually increase how fast those batarangs go.
Oh, okay.
So get all the items on the top half of the screen.
I think
Yeah.
I did.
Like that boot, that's gonna make you go faster. Oh, that guy's fast.
Shoot.
Here's your last life. Those boots will make you walk faster.
These boots were made for walking,
Watch out for those guys.
and that's just what they'll do. Got it. Oh, yeah.
Jacobians. Said, all right, Megan, let's implement the cheat codes before Tyler gets back. Oh, look out.
No!
Ah! Hey, you
Well, I
good.
did better than with the Little Mermaid. Maybe
Yeah,
just
she
because
tried.
I have one button instead of two.
She tried Little Mermaid on a different stream. We did an NES stream.
That
And
was not fun. Okay.
that was pretty funny.
Let's see. What's a game that you like because of its story other than Shenmue?
Oh gosh, storyline. Lunar. We were talking about Lunar before. Lunar was actually the first game that made me cry.
Oh.
I teared up at the end of Lunar because I knew I was leaving this world. That I love this RPG so much, and I knew I was going to leave this world. And it was so sad, that I'll be spoiling it for everybody, but the ending where the person dies, like. So if anybody's ever played Lunar, I don't want to spoil it for you, but let's just say it was a tearjerker of an ending, and definitely the first game to make me tear up. So I love the story in that one. Love the story in Mass Effect on the 360. I mean, it's so many games, so many games with great stories. Let's see. Let's play. Maybe we play one more game to finish out our stream, and we probably should call it a day.
Yes, Jacob, that sounds right. Like, that's right up my alley. He said, Megan loved playing Disney games on Atari 2600 because one button. Yes.
Yep.
That would be.
Atari 2600 is a great way to start out.
Yes.
That's how so many people did. Manny started out on 2600. I didn't. My first game I ever played was probably in the arcades, which was very 2600 style. But let's do maybe another favorite of mine. Alien. Oh no! Let's play this one. This was a recent favorite I discovered. Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu.
Ooh.
It's so good. It's so good. I can't believe I never had this one, and it's really expensive these days. But this one's really cool, guys. If you haven't checked this out, there's also one on the NES. This is a port. It came out on NES and Turbo.
I think you got a super chat.
Super chat from J-Rod should be popping up here in a second. You guys rock. Oh, before we go, Dracula X Rondo of Blood. Absolutely, we'll get that in there for you, man.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. We'll play a little bit of Jackie Chan, and then we'll jump into Dracula X. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Douglas Israel said, I don't know if you guys heard, but Nintendo Switch is having a huge sale on its online store right now.
Really?
Well,
We will check
Hallie
it
just
out.
got some birthday money. You
She
never
did,
know.
yeah. Hallie's birthday was, there's his $5 donation. Thank you for that, man. We will get you some Dracula X. Hallie's birthday was just a few days ago.
Yep.
She turned 6.
She turned 6 on the 10th.
Oh, Tiger Road.
You're not alone, babe. Riz2336 said, that's funny you mentioned that about Lunar because my brother told me the same thing about that game. The ending made him cry.
Wow, there you go.
There you go.
I'm glad to know that. That's actually the only time I've ever heard somebody else tearing up over that, so it's good to know.
Thanos said, let's go Jackie Chan. Joe Redford loves this game.
Yeah, Joe Redford from GameSack, absolutely. He's got good taste in games. He does.
Coco wants to know if you like Sonic.
I love Sonic.
We actually found this super cool Sonic mug.
There's my original Sonic. One of the only games I kept from my collection growing up.
We found it at box lunch today, and that's the most excited I've ever seen you get about a mug. Because Tyler doesn't drink any hot beverages. Like, he doesn't, I mean, the only thing you'll occasionally drink is if I make hot cocoa.
Yeah. No, it was a cool Sonic mug.
Thank you, Jacob. Thank you, Pixel Citizen. They're saying happy birthday to Hallie. We had a fun birthday with Hallie. Oh, whoops. Nope. We went to Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese.
And that was really cool.
And it's changed quite a bit since we were kids.
It has. But tell them some of the games that y'all got to play. You were really excited.
We played Luigi's Mansion, the arcade game. That was fun. We played a weird... If you follow my Twitter feed, My Retro Life, at My Retro Life Show, we played a Daytona USA on the Sega classic arcade game. Has been re-released, but they lost the Daytona license, and so now they just call it Sega Racing Classic. And so I thought that was kind of sad. Yeah, we played that. We played a really cool newer Turtles beat 'em up that came out a couple of years back that I'd never played before. Brand new beat 'em up.
I even played that one, guys, and it was fun.
And Skee Ball.
Oh, yeah, that was Hallie's favorite.
Yeah.
She said Skee Ball was her favorite, and we all played a lot of Skee Ball.
Yes.
Because honestly, they didn't have as much to do as I remember. Maybe it's because, it was a smaller Chuck E. Cheese, but I remember the one that I used to go to back in the day, and I think you said the same. They had more to do, more play areas,
more
and
stuff to play, and maybe because of COVID, they've closed up some of those areas. I don't know. But it didn't have that stuff like those little play things you could do. Yeah.
Which was a bummer.
Yeah.
Thanos, have you been to Sonic drive-thru restaurants? Oh, yeah.
We love...
Sonic is... I mean, those onion rings, they're life. Sonic has got it going on.
Let's pop on some...
So, Thanos, if you don't know, if you get the Sonic app, you get half-price drinks any time of day if you order through the app. So... saving your money if you didn't know that.
Where is my Dracula X ROM? This is where is it? Castlevania. It's not labeled.
Coco is watching from Finland. Awesome.
Hey, thanks for watching from Finland, man. And we got a super chat that's going to pop in a second from the Schultzes. Or the Schultz. I hope I'm saying that right. $4.99 super chat donation. Thank you, man. He says, big fan of the family videos. No game request here. Just wanted to help support the channel and have a good rest of your day, guys. Thank you so much for that. That is so awesome, man. Really appreciate. Oh gosh, there's Night Creatures. I was talking about that game earlier. Really appreciate that. Thank you, the Schultzes.
Very sweet.
Or the Schultz. I think that's probably how it's. Glad you like the content, man, for real. I'm trying to find Dracula X. There, he just popped up there. Thanks again. Super kind of you. Wow, okay, maybe I don't have Dracula X loaded in here, but we'll go ahead and get it loaded. While we get that loaded, Megan, why don't you play a game and I'll get it downloaded. Why don't you play... Oh, you know what? Play some Bonk 3. And also, you guys can record... Oh, you know why? I know why. We have it, actually. We have it. I'm not looking at Turbo CD. Turbo CD games are in this folder, and I need to get the box art for them. But here it is. Yeah, here we go. Okay, I found it.
We have a hello from Sweden. Awesome. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, a lot of international folks watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. Super cool. Sweden, Norway, Brazil, Finland, Germany. Yeah. Yeah, so thank you
Jamaica.
guys.
Jamaica. We had somebody
Oh, it was from Jamaica. Yeah, that's so cool. Thank you guys for watching. 63 people watching right now. And we're going to jump into some Dracula X on the Turbo CD. This was a donation request from the Schultz. Thank you for that super chat. This is largely considered one of, if not the best games on the Turbo, and also one of the best Castlevania games. Now, this was released on the Turbo CD, so it has CD quality music and animated cutscenes like this, opening cutscenes.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah. So this is a CD-ROM attachment that attached to your TurboGrafx, much like the Sega CD. Oh, this is kind of a crazy opening, like a sacrifice.
Is Jesse playing games? Who I think Jesse is. Good to see you guys.
Jesse plays games. I think that is Jesse Vale. Is that you, Jesse? Let us know. Friend of ours off Facebook.
Hello. If it is you, hello. Greetings from Texas, all the way over the pond.
They're trying to resurrect Dracula, so they have to sacrifice this girl. And they do. They sacrifice her.
Richard is from Ireland. Wow, that's awesome.
This game is worth $250 on eBay right now. Yeah, it is. Dracula has been resurrected, and it's up to us to stop him. Us, you and me, and all of you watching. It is up to us. You can't skip it, yeah. It makes you watch it the first time you play the game, I think. He's speaking German. Pretty sure. Our German viewer care to translate? Dracula, I heard that.
Yes, it's Jesse Bill. Hey.
So, those of you who don't know, this is a famous Castlevania game that was only released in Japan initially. It's been re-released on like the Wii Virtual Console and PS4 and stuff like that. But for the longest time, yeah.
I'm sorry.
What?
That sounded like you were like a big old fart.
Ah, that's funny. Potty humor.
Potty humor. I live with a 6-year-old, so.
That's hilarious. But this game was infamous. Dad and I always wanted to collect the original copy of this game. Could never find it, even back in the 90s through mail order houses. They were always sold out. This game was super hard to find. And we eventually got a CDR bootleg of it back in the late 90s that we played somehow on our system. I can't remember how we would play it back then. But let's begin this great Castlevania game with great soundtrack and killer graphics.
Jesse, thanks for popping in. I was going to say, I love seeing all your updates of you and your wife. That's awesome. Y'all are all moved in and living together.
Seems like you guys are having a great time. I'm so happy for you.
Okay, let me scroll back because I think I've missed some questions. Oh, Twin Fammy wants to know, do you still have all your original Turbo games as in those old videos, or did you sell them at some point?
No, I sold the collection a few years back. I got to do a collection video. We're talking about selling the collection and starting a new collection with our daughter and buying more modern retro games, if that makes sense, like DS and older generation, but still you could still find easily. And we're forging our new collection. Like put it this way, guys. Here's a handful. I'm just grabbing a handful of Wii U games. So yeah, we have a new collection we are forging.
I may butcher this, but Thanos said, did you ever own a Neo Geo AES?
No, never did.
Okay.
Never
he said
did.
he owns one with World Heroes 2, Metal Slug X, and Magician Lord.
Very nice. Incredibly hard to get these days systems. Even back then it was so expensive. This game literally has you opening fighting Death himself. You miss me. Holy Gonzo? Gonzo from Muppets?
I think Coco's asking, are you playing on an emulator or something?
Yes. We are emulating this now. We just got a $5 donation from Jen over at JLove81. She's got a cool channel. Check her out. Thank you, Jen, for that
Yes, thank
$5
you.
donation. She said with it, keep up the awesome content. Absolutely, Jen. Thank you so much for that. And let us know if you have a game you'd like us to jump into for that donation. Thank you so much. She's got a great channel. She lives in New York.
Michael wants to know, have you played all the GBA and DS Castlevania games?
And I said you live in New York because we have a family connection with New York. That's what I was telling my wife about. Is it what you live in Manhattan, Jen? Brooklyn or something? As you, I'm sure, are aware, a lot of my family is from New York. What was the question, babe?
Where'd it go? Oh, have you played all the GBA and DS Castlevania games?
Yes, I love all of them. And like I said earlier in the stream that I really want to focus on and get out a lot of Castlevania content because it's basically my favorite game series of all time. And I have so much to say about it.
No problem, Coco. Thank you for popping in the chat for your questions. We appreciate it. Well, yeah, we have some people that used to. So JLove81 says, I used to live in New York City. I live in Pennsylvania now.
Oh, okay.
And Twin Family says, I am from Jersey myself. So awesome.
Very cool. Yeah, my family lives out on Long Island in Ronkonkoma. Love these hidden passages you can find. I think you can sit in this chair. I think. Maybe not.
Pixel Citizen asks, did you ever import and play any Famicom games, either on card and or the disc?
No, later in life, not in my younger years, I collected one Famicom cartridge, and that was the Goonies on Famicom. And I did a video on the Goonies games, so you can probably tell why I love those games so much.
Potato wants to know, what emulator are you using?
I'm using OpenEMU. It's like a platform a lot like RetroArch. It has a bunch of different consoles within it. Or you load the emulators basically, and it's like a front end software that lets you play all these ROMs in one place.
Coco wants to know, do you guys know Golden Axe games?
Love Golden Axe games. Totally. Big fan. I hope they make a new one. Like they did Streets of Rage.
NES Addict says, I beat Dracula X on SNES, but never this one.
Yeah, it's hard on the SNES. The SNES version, which really is a different game. Very different. Look at that. Look, I love all that parallax scrolling. See the clouds moving, and as you move, there's all those layers. That's called parallax
some
scrolling.
Some of the other games and their art and stuff, like this really is quite amazing.
It was, yeah, and there's the castle back there. Very, whoa, here comes the boss. Very cinematic.
Yes. Get him, babe, get him.
I'm gonna get him.
You can do it. Oh, wow.
I forgot I had the axe.
He's on fire.
Oh, gosh. Oh, no.
Hey, babe. After dinner.
Whoa, look out.
Okay, well, we're going to be probably wrapping up pretty soon, and we'll get dinner going, okay?
Got him.
You gonna come watch? No? Okay.
We got him. Man. Yeah, we're coming up on 3 hours here doing the stream, so we probably do need to call it a night. It's becoming night. And we will wrap up the stream soon.
The Schultz wants to know, isn't this game the prequel to the Symphony of the Night?
Yeah, Symphony of the Night was designed as a sequel to this game. Yep, story-wise. Gameplay-wise, very different.
I like this music.
There you go. This is a classic theme.
Ah.
It's one of the most famous video game songs there is. And this is a great rendition of it.
Yeah, this is by far the best music I've heard all day.
Whoa! Oh man. There we go. Almost got caught in a trap there.
I am sorry if I butcher this, but Twin Fami says, by the way, you ever think of building a Mister one day? M-I-S-T-E-R. I just did, and I love mine. Also, I had family in Long Island, too. Farmingdale.
Oh, cool. I've never been to Farmingdale, I don't think. And no, I don't know what a Mister is. I'm sorry. Maybe you can explain a little more. I would know, but I don't know what that is.
Sainted said, heard the Castlevania fans had some issues. Ooh, that's loud.
Yeah, that was louder than the
with
music.
the Netflix adaptation of Castlevania. Did you ever end up giving it
I
a
watched it. I really liked it, actually, as a big Castlevania fan, I liked it. There were some things about it that, were like I didn't like. It was extremely violent, almost to the point of like, oh gosh, that's and I don't know. I don't mind violence in movies and media and stuff like that. I'll watch it and stuff, but this was like over the top violent at many points in time. So that aspect of it was kind of off-putting a little bit, but and some of the subject matter, man, was just like really dark stuff happening, and it's almost like, man, I don't know if I want to like rewatching some of this stuff, but it was otherwise a very gave you a Castlevania vibe. I love the action sequences. I love how you get to watch Trevor Belmont just whipping these demons and skeletons and monsters and just doing his thing, just like you imagined he would in a faithful adaptation. Swinging around like he's like an Indiana Jones vampire hunter. You can see him with his whip. Well, that's not Trevor Belmont. That's one of the Belmonts. Whoa, that's loud. Oh gosh, look out! But I did. I really liked it. Otherwise, I liked the relationship between the characters. I fell down here.
Jacob said that it might be pronounced Meister, not Mister. Does that make more sense?
No, I still don't know what Meister is.
Okay.
Man, got me. Mister. It's an open source platform for emulation. Okay, that's what he's saying. I've never heard of it. I'd have to look into it.
Manny, if you're still listening, you might have to help us with this answering this one. But Retro Ray asks, I have another. Thank you. It's so loud. I have another question. On the Sonic CD episode where Manny beats the game, I hear a rattling sound coming from the dining room. What was that noise?
Oh, I can answer that one. My mom and my Aunt Michelle were playing Yahtzee.
Oh.
The board game Yahtzee, where you shake the dice, and that's what that rattling sound was.
Coco, to answer your question, we are married.
Yes. I don't want to fall down this pit again.
JLove81 says, New York forever, though. Laugh out loud.
Oh, yes. Love New York.
Yeah, I thought Pennsylvania's a big switch from New York City.
Yeah, I bet that is.
Pixel Citizen asks, have you ever watched Teacher's Pet? It's from the same guy who designed that Cranium game you'd find at Starbucks in the early 2000s. I just started watching it on Disney Plus, and it's a fun show.
No, I haven't watched it.
I haven't either. We'll have to look it up. Thanks for letting us know.
Yeah.
Mole Train TV asked, did you ever play F-Zero GX on GameCube?
I lost the key. Yes, that was great. It's super hard. I couldn't get very far in that one because of how difficult it was.
Ninebreaker, you're so funny. Said, wait, you're married? I thought you were business associates. Yes, we are. Business associates first. Twin Family says, trust me, you will not regret it. It's worth it. $350 or so, and you basically have a palm-sized console that exact to the original systems like NES, SNES, Neo Geo, etc.
Oh,
Once you see what it's all about and the cores it has, you'll want it for sure.
Okay, I'll look into that.
Riley05 says, I love your videos. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Riley.
And thank you, that's sweet. Coco said you guys are a good couple.
Aw, thank you, Coco.
Thanos said, what cartoon show scared you as a kid?
Some episodes of The Real Ghostbusters did. All right, let's try to beat this boss, and then that'll probably be the end of our stream, guys. We want to thank you all for tuning in today. Hope we've helped. Well, hopefully we've entertained you this afternoon.
Yeah, Jesse said, thank you guys for keeping the nostalgia alive. Love some Castlevania.
Absolutely. Oh, look at this. This is beautiful. I love that silhouette. And he comes from the background there. The boss jumps into the foreground. Watch. What? Super cool. He's going to jump in and fight us.
Well, that's fun. So oddly enough, at least for me, one of my cartoons that scared me was I love The Little Mermaid. Like Ariel's one of my favorites, but I was scared so bad by Ursula. I never wanted to watch that, so I had a love-hate relationship with that movie.
I used to get scared by a lot of Disney films like Alice in Wonderland, scenes from that, various cartoon. I can't think of cartoon TV shows too many other than Real Ghostbusters that really frightened me. So. Oh man, I don't think I have a sub weapon.
Coco, yes, we're gonna be ending the stream soon. We gotta go have dinner.
Yeah, dinner time.
Start our weekend. We got a long
but
weekend.
But we stream every Friday afternoon, and so we hope to catch you next time. This has been super fun playing turbo games. Last time we played Sega CD games. I can't remember what. Genesis games.
It's been a while since we streamed.
Yeah, it has.
Thank you, Retro Ray. Same to you. He said, thank you for the stream, Tyler. Stay healthy and safe.
Absolutely. You too, man. And every one of you, each of you also, please stay safe as well and healthy. Oh, in 2021.
Yes. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been fun.
Got him.
Nice.
We'll grab the orb. And then we'll call it a day.
On a high note.
Yeah. Oop, little sound glitch there. All right, guys. Have a good one. Take care.